Howdy, Zero, Yipperd, Max, and Arp. Should be going and ready to go in about 5 seconds. Woo vibes are ready. Here we go. Howdy. Howdy. How's it going today? Wow, I didn't even know if I was going to do some streaming today, but here we are, and everything seems to be going well, This is quite fantastic, but hope y'all are having an excellent day. Yeah, I've finished my midterm and stuff, so I'm good to go for anything I'm doing this week. I'm past the break, I'm free to do things. Free to vibe. I actually am going to be 1 second, though, just because I realized I forgot to take care of one thing before entering this, and there's a chair right here, which needs to be out there. So hang tight. And here we are. Excellent. Yes. And oh woo! Ah woo! Ah woo! Yes, of course. Fantastic. But yeah, hope y'all are doing swell. I sure am, honestly. Things have been going nothing but smoothly this entire time. Although having done so many stat courses up until now, I've discovered something interesting about like probability questions, like probabilistic questions recently, is that they've kind of shifted away from like the success of manufacturing things and more towards the conditional probability of success on vaccinations, which is pretty interesting because it seems like things stay relevant to the times with whatever is going on. I don't know. Maybe industry was more important in the past decade, but as we've gotten closer towards, since past 2020, I guess, things have changed very slightly, But yeah, this is it's a good day. I'm really hype. I'm really excited for whatever's gonna happen because things seem to be popping off, Let me just grab this monitor here. And there we go. Excellent. So how are y'all doing today? I haven't had a chance to ask that yet. Seems like y'all are vibing pretty hard, which is pretty awesome. Pretty fantastic, I'd say. Yeah. It seems like the types of people who I was planning on meeting up with tonight aren't on VRChat right now, so we'll see how things go. Maybe they'll be on later on, and I can pop out sometime later. But for now, got my attention for you guys, and want to make sure y'all are staying sane. But yeah. Perfect. But yeah, oh my gosh, this has been like absolutely wild, I'm really happy of how like the stream went yesterday and like how calm things were passing on to Keat and things. But yeah, you're doing good. That's awesome to hear. Fantastic, Zero. Hope you're still hanging in there, chilling out with whatever's going on, I kind of have stolen like one of the main Keat worlds just because I felt like a bit of change of scenery was necessary for today. Just somewhere that's brighter and more optimistic after being cooped up in the dark all day today, doing my studying and what's it called, work. Nothing too interesting, just that kind of stuff. It's pretty rough and pretty painful. But bright side is that a lot of the spare time I've got for the next few days, I can now be spending on doing... Ooh, you're 85% asleep, but good, ARP? Oh my gosh, fantastic. Well, I'll try and see hi to you tomorrow if you want to hang out at all. Maybe when you're finished with, like, whatever housework you're doing. If only you were there all the time. It happens, you know. But, yeah, the next few days I'm going to be spending working on refurring the fursuit head I've got. Because Vernal Equinox is just around the corner. I'm leaving on Thursday morning, actually, to head out in that direction. So, until then, it's just work, trying to get everything done and prepped and ready to go. But yeah, I've decided to make a Discord for this group or whatever. Feel free to join in, whatever. The command for it is the ! Discord, but don't feel free to only join if you want to. It's gonna have just some basics, making sure that people can connect together and stuff. And I'll have a live stream channel which has access to or which will ping you whenever not really ping you, not really adding anyone, but it'll let you know when I'm going live if you're not already watching Twitch at the time. But yeah, I whipped up that sucker in about 15 minutes this morning, somewhere around 8 o'clock to 8:15-ish, and I sent like one message at 8:30 after finishing my stand-up in the morning, so it's ready and there for you to use, and it's a tool for all of y'all, and you know, I don't necessarily need to use it whenever, but at the same time I'm going to stay active, making sure y'all are vibing and having a great day every day, even when I'm not streaming. But yeah, awesome things going on. I finished that midterm, and I'm prepping for the convention, so that's about how it goes. You're joining no matter what, Zero? Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hope to see you there, you know? And when other people come around, feel free to let them know that there is a Discord. You know how the usual beans and stuff. I think a lot of them are already here, but like Max and Yperd, but you know, Crispy and all of them. Feel free. If I don't remember, of course. But yeah, something I find that might be like, because it was a pretty big theme about when I was talking about conventions last week or not last week, but yesterday. Was it yesterday? Or was it the day before? I'm not really sure. But the common factor was, so live announcement, nice. Yes, exactly, Max. The common factor with like a lot of the problems people had with going to conventions is they didn't really know many people. So I'm just going to quickly start off by talking about like, hey, how can you meet some local furries or something and maybe get some friends and stuff in the community? Because like, sure, online, being online in a public group and stuff, you'll meet some people, but they're not necessarily local, which means you may or may not end up meeting them at conventions, which is a rough thing. Like, you can still plan together with people you know and everything, which is good, it's good. But if you're trying to meet some people in a local community, the best thing I can say to you, which is what I did and it really worked well for me, is finding a local Telegram on Furlist. That's a really nice list of furry communities for different areas. Just search up whatever city you live in. Beans, yes, Beans Ego, howdy. Yeah, look up whatever city you're living in, and hello, howdy. You're the fluffy one, though, not me. You. Good ego. Yes. Yeah, look up whatever city you're in, and you'll probably be able to find a local group, and you can pop in, introduce yourself, and maybe see if they have any types of events going on. What am I doing today? Well, I just finished up a midterm and my work for today, so now we're chilling out for the evening and relaxing, not really doing too much, but I can do other things if need be. Whatever happens, I'm really happy to go with the flow. Interesting, yeah, exactly. So that's how it be. You've gotten even richer now, 6.8k? That many tails? Oh my gosh, you really are getting up there. Yeah. But something else to note is if your local group, if there is a local group, of course, some people have a bit less luck in that respect, depending on how in the middle of nowhere you are. But if your local group isn't already doing meetups, maybe they've stopped because of COVID, or maybe they haven't done them ever before. A really cool thing is that you can probably just send a message saying like, hey, does anyone want to be interested in doing like a meetup or anything? And that's usually a pretty good indicator to others to say, hey, there's interest around and maybe we should plan something out. You don't have to necessarily be the one instigating it, but you know. How's the weather like today? The weather is pretty chilly. Not gonna lie, I didn't necessarily enjoy my little brisk runs out this morning, but it snowed a lot and we managed to clear out the snow and everything, so I think it's pretty nice, you know, not having too much ice outside and just not having to worry about going out just at some random morning time, whatever time that may be. Yeah. It's looking like it's going to be pretty white outside for the next week or two, which is pretty good. I think I'm excited. I really like having like the end of winter, lots of snow type deals, because you know that's going to melt all at once very soon, so you're not too worried about it staying, which at the beginning of the months, like winter, you kind of have to deal with, oh, what if it doesn't go above a certain temperature? But at this point in time, yeah, we know it's all going to go away very soon, but it's nice to enjoy while it lasts. Definitely extending the winter months for like sports and things like skiing and snowboarding and that type of deal, which I think is pretty good. Yeah. Going off of planning out fur meets, though, some very good ideas and common things that a lot of people do when they're first starting off are things that really anyone can enjoy, whatever age. Those things be like, hey, let's go out bowling, or let's go for a sushi meet, get a bunch of people together and go eat some like sushi or some Korean barbecue, or like something exotic, something that you like normally wouldn't eat on a typical day, but something that like has a lot of variety for everyone. Another really good one I like is doing things like mini golf, and we've tried doing laser tag at some point. I wasn't able to actually meet up at a laser tag meet for one of my two groups because it's really far away, but that sounds like a pretty nice one as well if there's a spot in your area for that. And even meeting up at a park or something can always be fun. In my local group, we actually do a park and bark meet for every month. We haven't done it for like the past 3 or so, but it has been the winter, so I'm not too worried about things, how they go, you know? But yeah, it's how it be. Chill, nice. How's the weather for you, Ego, by the way? Should probably ask you just as well. And probably for everyone else as well. The weather treating y'all well? I may be like in the minority of people who are enjoying the weather or whatever's going on. That's a bit better music, you know? Winter's your favorite season? Awesome. I agree mostly. However, I also have a really nice sweet spot for autumn, which makes just because of like the changing colors of the leaves and stuff, I think it raises to my favorite. But winter is definitely a close second. I don't like spring much, but summer is nice and warm, and it works out pretty nice for me. But yeah, autumn and winter are quite fantastic. There's not really too much I'm worried about there, you know? They tend to be very nice months for everything. Just staying hydrated now because I haven't really had a chance to drink too much in the past hour or two. Or at least the past 4 hours during the midterm, so it's good to catch up and everything and not worry I'm gonna fall behind. You know, the fun thing about like doing midterms and exams is that, you know, you're always gonna have just enough time to do them, and if you're lucky you'll have more than enough time. But sometimes if you don't have enough time, it's gets a bit rushed and you're not really sure what's the important stuff to complete and what's not. And what I found is that when there isn't enough time, as long as you get out even spread across the exam and stuff, you'll usually be able to get some good part marks and overall raise your grade a little bit. Max, sadly, no snow staying where you are. In the rare event it is snowing, it melts instantly. It's been like that for the last 6 years. You miss the snow and you love winter. Aw, damn. Is it that far south for ya? Or are you near a coast or something? Yeah, I don't think I don't know what I'd do without snow, and I'm planning on in the future moving to places where there's definitely like less winter vibes than where I am right now. So it's gonna be weird. Question, if you could change something back in time, what would you change? It's a pretty interesting one there. I'd honestly... I think the main thing I'd change is way back in the day, there was a large labor movement across the entirety of North America between Canada and the US, which led to a lot of legislation which protected unionization and that type of deal. The problem with that type of labor movement is that it definitely slowed down because people thought that, hey, since unions are already a thing, there's not really too much of a point in spreading, power towards individual workers, the working class. Not necessarily communism, not necessarily capitalist values. It's more so dealing with, hey, I would probably make changes towards keeping that movement going and generally benefiting more different groups of people, I guess. Because something that I find is really nice that I've started like losing in recent times because I've not really been working at my grocery store job is unions give a lot for a minimum wage, or sorry, yeah, for a worker making minimum wage, unions, despite you having to pay whatever dues they take, they allow you to spread benefits across a larger group of people who may or may not need them. And so at the same time, it means that as an individual, you can make sure that your family is safe and secure. You might be able to get some dental, some healthcare coverage, so on and so forth, everything there. However, the big thing is that because the union, it has such great power towards a company and protects the workers from being fired in case maybe they're not doing as well work as someone else who could be hired. Companies have really disliked them for a long time. And so, you know, as an individual who lives in a pretty decent first world country, it's very important to me that I'm treated as a reasonable person no matter what industry I'm in. And some industries, you may be in an industry that generally pays well, so people put less emphasis on having some unionized work, which is pretty interesting. But, you know, it happens. But the thing I would change is definitely keeping that movement going and progressing forwards, because things are starting to revert right now, you know? And honestly, it's a big thing with, the markets just keeping rich people getting richer. And you're in the north part of France. This weather, there's a few small snowflakes for a few hours only. Unfortunate. Are you up towards like Normandy, or are you more eastern, like up towards like don't even remember where the ferry is across the channel, but somewhere up near Belgium, like that stretch that like connects down from like the Netherlands and that down there. Do I plan to add a stretch or posture check redeem? I can if you'd like to, but at the same time, I always stretch quite frequently, keep things good. And my posture is, I'm going to be a bit of a humble bragger here, but my posture is impeccable. I have like some of the best posture of anyone I know, so I don't think I necessarily need a posture check for myself, but if I'm adding a redeem for that, it's mainly a posture check for all of y'all, And I'm not sure how to say, hey, everyone, make sure let's stretch our backs and straighten ourselves out, because, it's doesn't necessarily work for everyone, and I don't want to be too preachy, Hydration, I think, is like pretty good. Close to Belgium, indeed, up in that direction. That's fair. Yeah. Don't even remember what the cities up there are called, but it happens. Yeah. But at the same time, the north of France is very nice, very nice. I've never actually been there. I've mainly been in like the swampy southeast, and then over towards like the mountains. But apart from that, no, I've not really been anywhere either in the north or west. Even the southwest towards like the mountains between Spain and France are, yeah. How do I feel about yoga? If I had the time to like practice yoga and get a little routine for it going, I would probably feel much better. I'm definitely trying to like get more flexible than I am already, and I feel like yoga is the next step for that. The only problem is right now is I don't necessarily have the time in the schedule to be doing things that I enjoy, exercise, work, streaming, and school at the same time. I probably need to sacrifice exercise for yoga, and I think yoga's kind of fantastic, and I think I'd probably enjoy it a lot, But having the time for it is definitely a thing. How about you? Like, do you find it would be useful for you, or do you find it like a really cool pastime? Max habite en France. Yeah, mon accent de français n'est pas bien, mais je vais pratiquer ça toujours. I feel like you'd be really flexible now that you think about it, not gonna lie. Hey, I'm definitely not as far as I'd like to be. That's putting it there for sure. I got one friend, Bones. Bones is very flexible. That man can like do the splits in any direction, be able to do any sort of like handstand flip, etc., and still be able to like just get up normally, Not really would find it useful for you. Hey, it happens. Never need to worry too hard. It's always food for thought, though. Always taking in like what types of things could you do, and what types of things would be, a good experience, new one. And I think that is fantastic and really good opportunities, regardless. But yeah, I think that the one thing I could probably benefit most from is learning a bit more culinary arts. You see, I'm pretty okay at making like things like curries, basic cooking of meats, vegetables, etc., just for a regular old Western like meal or something, or dinner. But I'd love to learn how to make more extravagant dishes, or maybe desserts or something, because you always want to have a chance to like you always want to have a chance to like be able to make something really cool that's gonna be really nice for anyone coming by your house. Maybe you can record something short that would pop up on the side when a posture check or stretch is redeemed. Just an idea. Ooh, that's pretty good. Yoga Volpe for posture redeem. Ooh. I mean, I could add like a pretty good cooldown there, and we could just do a bit of yoga together. Don't really know types of exercises right now that we could do, so I'll have to hold that out while I do a bit of research, but I think that would be a bit fun. It's a good idea. It would be fun. Very good. Yeah. But yeah, I think being able to like do yoga would be a lot of fun, and at the same time also being able to cook better is also pretty cool, regardless of what happens. Do all of y'all cook at all? Maybe some baking? Ooh, Wizzy rating me with 23 people. Howdy, howdy. Welcome, y'all. I'm Volpe here, and I'm here to spread some chill vibes in the evening and just relax and be wholesome with an asterisk. Yeah, it's a raid. Let's go. Welcome, everyone. Yeah, we're just talking a little bit about the importance and value of like yoga and stuff, and also culinary arts and being able to cook things. My persona's so cute. Thank you, Serotonin. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, Wizzy, welcome. How's it going tonight? Hope you're having a great night and you had a great stream. Was that your second one for today? Literally? Yeah, Sarah. Welcome, welcome. Oh, woo. Mario people, yes. All of these like W Smash people, pretty cool, pretty cool. Were you playing Smash today? Like this evening? Let me check this. Don't have anyone to be doing this for me. I'm an independent fox taking care of this, but just give you a quick shout out there. You're playing Smash Bros. Ultimate? You're in your hotel room. Oh my gosh. Are you at like a tournament? Oh yeah, you're at that one tournament that's like... No, actually I don't remember which tournament this is, because I know the tournament you're going to next week that you were invited to. But this one, I'm not really sure. No, you only do one when you're not at home? Okay, gotcha. That's fair. And you're in your new jersey for the tournament. Make sure you send me a picture of that jersey. It sounds pretty good. What was it, AITX that you're with now? It's awesome. Fantastic. Oh, and you only do one stream. Yeah. You only talk just chatting hotel stream. Okay, gotcha. Well, that's fantastic. They know you're Sarah? Yeah. I got you. Based, of course. I'm a professional. I can pin people. Don't worry. I know things about people. For some reason or another, it happens. But yeah, welcome. But yeah, something that I find is like really cool to learn is... You just didn't change the game. Well, hey, it happens, Wizzy. Don't worry. Changing while you're at a hotel room as well is pretty awkward. But yeah, something I'd like really love to learn to cook would actually be like learning how to like make sushi together, or with like whatever food I can put together, because I've not really dealt with like raw fish and that type of deal, so it would be a pretty good experience to learn how to properly stick together rice, maybe get some seaweed together, and whatever fish I've got, and stick it all together. into one nice thing. Especially since I eat sushi way too much. You don't have your jersey yet, but yeah, it's AITX. Awesome, awesome. And you're a major collision. Oh, you're at Collision in New Jersey. Gotcha. Well, great. Not too bad. Not too far from home for you. Yeah. But then you're going to the one in Ohio next week. That's what it is. Yes. Girl, the number of people who call me some on Twitch makes me want to hurl them out. Hey, no. We spread the Sarah, you know? The people that spot the Sarah. It's the goals, it's goals. Hey, bestie, some. Yeah. But yeah, Smash is such a good game. You're right, Zero. It is a pretty good game. I don't play it too much myself. I played it when it first came out, but my friends are all like really cool at the game. They're really good. And I find that I enjoy just watching and vibing with them when they're playing, you know? Because I played a lot of Smash 4, so I was a bit of a Corrin main, and when they got nerfed in Ultimate, like, I kind of was stuck with whatever else I was able to play, which was oftentimes nothing really cool. But Zoned, Clock, of course, Nar, Minky Mink. Yeah, not far at all. You busted New Jersey. That's not bad, yeah. You got 5th in doubles today, so slay. Fantastic. But you still, ooh, for sure, Zero. I'll take a sip. Make sure y'all stay hydrated as well. We all got to make sure to stay together. Sarah, thank you so much for the follow. But yeah, everyone come join me in a drink. I'm having some water today, but I'm interested in what you guys are having. Yeah, you'll be in horrible Ohio next week. I know you should have been in Toronto, but hey, whatever happens, it's not a big deal, not a big deal. But yeah, you got 32nd in singles, was that right? Like, that was a pretty rough seed you were in. Not me playing Smash 4, exactly. Glitch, exactly, yes. Used to play a lot of Melee, but you stopped after a bit. Hey. No big deal about that. I played a bit of Melee back in the day, but I think I played, of all Smash I've played, don't say Mario Mickey. Are you behind me a lot? Oh, I'm sorry. Is there like a big delay between the stream and the, what's it called? Audio and stuff? Nar Mickey. Hey, don't worry too hard. But I think the most Smash I played was a lot of stuff to do with Brawl. Just because that was when I first started playing Smash at my one friend's house. And I bought it because, you know, your friend has a game and you enjoy playing it at their house, so you buy it yourself, right? Yeah. I'm actually going to quickly check my browser just to make sure that I am in line and up to date with whatever's going on, you know? Because I don't want to be, like, really off kilter, because if I am, I need to like set things up properly. I think I'm actually, yeah, pretty far behind whatever's up right now. Let me see if I can fix that. Nah, there's a big delay on my side as well. Yeah, like at least 10 seconds. I've been noticing it. It's pretty awkward. Let me quickly check something. I'm gonna quickly restart the stream, stop and start, and we'll see if that fixes things, because I want to make sure that things. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Probably better now. Let's just check, make sure. Somebody send me a message and I'll check to see if the timing matches up. Ping, yep. Pong. We live? We're back? Awesome. Perfect. Yeah, that's probably why I was getting pretty delayed on messages from y'all. Well, that's a pretty weird one. I wasn't expecting that to happen. But I'm not too worried. Yeah, welcome y'all. It's better now, yeah. So I'm Volpe. Thank you so much for popping by and being here to vibe, you know? We're here to be wholesome with an asterisk, you know? But yeah. Maybe I should ask about culinary stuff now that like we're actually live, you know? Is there anything interesting that you guys would like to learn to cook? Because yeah, sushi is definitely the big one for me. I think it's respectable, probably. Yeah. You want to learn how to cook better ramen? Ooh, nice. Like a full bowl ramen and everything. I think the cool trick to that is learning how to butter your noodles, because buttering noodles actually like adds so much flavor and makes them so much like easier to ingest. That's the main trick to getting better ramen. Apart from that, you just need to be sure about what types of spices you're using, how much soy you're putting into the broth, and what you're making the broth out of, you know? Of course, the other important thing is to make sure you cook your things fully and do thin cuts on whatever it is you're putting in, because the thinner the food, the more the ramen like broth can soak in and seep in and add the flavor, or add back to the flavor, I guess. I find the very nice things I put into ramen are pork, like some thin pork, like some sort of like pork loin or something. Green onions are really nice. Occasionally, whatever bamboo sprouts I can find. Tofu is also pretty good if you like tofu. Tofu is tasteless, but it works really well with whatever other type of stuff you put in, because it does soak in whatever you put in. And corn is really nice, but only if you spice it with chili. You're pretty basic with your ramen. You might try cheese with it. Ooh, cheese might be interesting. Sounds pretty fun. You think it sounds cool? Yeah. There we go. Cough averted. But yeah, I think this weekend's gonna be pretty nice, you know? Just chill vibes, bopping, not doing too much, you know? Do I have any ideas for the future streaming? You know, I never really put too much thought into it. I think like it's all gonna try and stay as chill as I can, regardless of what happens. But given what Keith said like the other day, it could get big, and it might take off, it might not. But at the same time, I want to make sure that I stick to my ideals and take care of y'all, you know. And that's how it be. As it stands with content, though, one-on-one conversations like this are pretty interesting for me. I love them. They're nice, relaxing, just talking about stuff, you know. But maybe doing community nights if I get a community, and you know, whatever else happens, I think I can just stream. The thing I'm most nervous about streaming right now are single player VR games. I've got a few on the list that I want to play, but I'm not sure if I can like add enough content to whatever it is I'm streaming to really like have people come by and enjoy themselves. So I'm holding that out for a little bit, just until I feel a bit more comfortable. Hey, Stream Elements, letting everyone know I'm live. Awesome. You think I'm doing great so far? Thank you, Zero. Better than you do when you're streaming? I'm sure you're fine. Streaming's like not too bad. I've been a bit like self-conscious about it for quite a long time, but just this like last week has really felt good, you know? And I think I want to like keep up with it, you know? Just making sure things are good. Do you think you'll stream alone like this or add friends in the future? I may add friends from time to time. I did have a stream, what was it, last week at the beginning of the week, where Arp, Wiku, and Tashi came by. You can probably check that out for VODs. But yeah, it's good just to have people to chill with, because one person can't carry things forever, you know? And sometimes it's a good time to just chat with others, include the chat in whatever's going on, and, you know, all vibe together. You like the vibes the few times you've been here? Thank you. It's really good to hear, Max. Like, I'm happy that you're enjoying the vibes, you know? It's very good. Very good. But yeah, I'm always down to have people hang out and stuff. But until like I feel more comfortable, of course, it might be best to stay alone, you know? I want to get into the swing of things first, you know? It's the same with me not wanting to make a Discord at the beginning, because I don't want to feel too obligated to keep up with the community and everything at the same time as spreading the wholesome vibes. But I think you guys are good enough to be able to keep it up and raise the bar all the way up here, which is good. It's great. It's great having y'all. Yeah. And looks like we lost the majority of our raiders, so it's back to just a smaller group. A small few and things. How do I feel about Roblox? I liked Roblox way back. But ever since like some update in, what was it, 2012, 2013 or something, I just haven't been able to get back to it. Everything, like, the models aren't as blocky as I thought, or as they were back in the day. And, you know, I can't really just like, I don't respect the vibes of just opening up like an obby or something, or some tycoon, because at the same time, there's a lot of other games that I can play instead that I'd probably have more fun with. It's unfortunate that it came to that, but Roblox is still a really good game, and it's a nice game to have when you don't have access to a plethora of others. But at the same time, other games do things in Roblox better, because the people who develop games for Roblox tend to just be copying things from other games. Yeah. Although at the same time, it is a good opportunity to try out new things, which I think is admirable, you know? I think, just trying to think, yeah. Roblox just do be that way. I find it has pretty similar vibes with a lot of like public Minecraft servers. Of course, there's more of a cost of entry for Minecraft, but at the same time, everyone really does. It took a decline in terms of a community, yeah. Not your style of games, Max. What do you like playing? I love hearing about what other people type playing. What types of games other people play. Don't mind my stutter. I myself am really into MMORPGs, MOBAs, and occasional first-person shooters, mostly in the style of CSGO, but, you know, other games are pretty good. I played Overwatch for a fair few hours, and by fair few, I really shouldn't talk about my Overwatch time. There was a lot. Let's just say I reached top 500 on one account and Grandmaster on 3 others. So, you know, I can't do that. Bruh, the Discord command not working for you? Don't worry too hard. I'll check in on that real quick. It's gonna just take one moment for this, just to make sure everything's functioning properly for you. Guess you did it wrong? I don't think so. You put the exclamation point, you wrote Discord? Yeah, you did it right. I think it's my side. Let me check. Ah, I think it used to be user level everyone. That wasn't an option available when I was doing it on my phone. You can try now if you'd like. That should probably work out for you. Just in case. Yeah, I thought it worked, but I guess it didn't. It really happens. But, you know, not too worried. You don't play much? You play games like Ori and the Blind Forest, Factorio, Fallout, Borderlands? You very much prefer to watch other people play games. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I think Ori was a pretty good game for me. I didn't really like Ori 2 as much. Oh, I don't know why I'm here, be bones. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I'm Volpe. We're just here to have some chill vibes and be wholesome with an asterisk. Welcome. Oh, damn. Be hones, that's what it is. Okay, perfect. I'll stay hydrated, but make sure you guys are drinking as well. What types of drinks do you guys have, though? I've asked that before, and I want to make sure of whatever it is, because it's important for you guys to stay hydrated as well. Or at least enjoy what you're drinking. It is a Friday night. But yeah, Factorio. Factorio is another game I play a lot of. Milk. Ooh, nice zero. Fantastic. Drink that milk. It's good white stuff. When there's a story or technical challenge, yeah, that's pretty nice. I can't play unmodded Factorio, but at the same time, modded Factorio, like things with Industrial Revolution, maybe space exploration, are a lot of fun because there's a lot of stuff to do. Drink? Nothing to drink? Anything? Oh my. You're not drinking anything, and you're drinking everything? Oh, you don't drink anything. Oh, unfortunate. Why not? Hydration is sexy, and, you know, you can be just as sexy if you drink as well. But don't worry too hard. If you're not drinking, that's your choice. I'm not here to scold you or anything. Oh, awesome. You drink infusion. It's nice. Awesome, Max. That sounds great. Yeah. Something I really appreciate about games are when they have their own, like art style and gameplay style. Which is why I love, like, Borderlands, because it has that really nice cell shading that, like, kind of gives you the Borderlands vibes. Oh, you don't drink anything when you stay up all night. That's fair, that's fair. Oh, so you're staying up all night. Damn. Well, hopefully you have a good time staying up and don't crash too hard when you finish up. You hate AAA games nowadays since they're so uncreative and blank. Yeah, I can see how it'd be there. I think the games I love the most are ones from the mid-2000s to the mid-2010s. Those ones are usually pretty quality. But, of course, that's mostly nostalgia speaking. I think some more recent games have a bit more pizzazz, some qualifying features, I guess. It's 10:38 p.m., wish you luck. Yeah, Central to be like that. You got this, though. I think you, I think you can do it. Indie games you most likely take over the gaming industry feel? Yeah, a lot of indie games and indie game developers are ones I actually, like, really appreciate. And I love, like, my friends who work for those because they always, like, they don't talk about their NDA stuff, but they talk about the cool mechanics that they've been, like, working on, and it's kind of cool. I really appreciate it. I love the thought process that goes into making something new that hasn't been explored before, and that's what indie developers tend to do. You kind of agree on that, not hate for you, but just very interested. Yeah. I respect that. I don't really play games that EA's touched, or Ubisoft, or whatever. But at the same time, some other games are pretty good. W, yeah. Yeah, it'd be that way. I find the style of game where it's like an open world. Hey, Crispy, howdy. How's your homework going? You almost done? Sam, you don't touch those either? Ooh. Can you follow Links, please? And if you don't, well, thank you anyways. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna follow anyone until I take a look at what they're up to. But I'll take a check out after the stream and see if they're valuable for following. Not at all, still dying. Hey, it's fine, Crispy. Don't worry too hard. You got this. But yeah, Links, I've got a note of that for you. Ooh, Rusty, thank you so much for raiding. Howdy, howdy, y'all. All three of you. Welcome, I'm Volpe, and I'm here to spread the chill vibes and be wholesome with an asterisk. Hope you guys are having an excellent night. Oh well, he's not going to be able to stream because he's got to stay up all night, but that's your other account, so yeah, thanks anyways. No worries, I'll check out like whatever VODs you have up. If you don't have any VODs, just feel free to record some as well, and I'll be sure to check them out. It's awesome. Can you follow me, but in terms of just looking at me? 0, I can follow you anywhere. I'll be right behind you. I'll stay up close and just, you know, maybe do a little poke on your cheek. Something that will just be perfect for teasing. That you'll care about just enough that you'll be slightly annoyed, but also not enough that you get mad at me. Which cheek? I won't tell. But yeah, welcome to all y'all raiders from Rusty. What were you guys up to, actually? I'm going to quickly do the shout out because I forgot and I keep forgetting this. Boom. Boom. Ooh, Battle Block Theater. How was that? Do you guys have fun? What a menace. I know, right? But hey, you're not going to get mad at me, right? I'm just slightly bothering you. Not too bad, though. But yeah. Oh, woo! Fluffy Fox shoutout has gone out. Oh, you can't really record anything because you do it all on PlayStation? Oh, don't worry. Twitch has options for saving VODs on its own. You don't actually need to record anything. The account's actually on your laptop, and you can't stream because you don't have any games on the laptop because the screen is cracked, so yeah. Hey, don't worry too hard. When you stream to Twitch, you just need to select the option in your settings. It's under stream, and I think it's like the third section down. It's a section about VODs, and you just need to tick the box for save VODs. And that's usually enough. And then anything you stream will be saved. You can also tick a box to see if it automatically uploads or not. And that's pretty good. Yeah, of course. I got you. Don't worry too hard. Oh, someone complained about something stupid today at work? I can only wonder what it is. Let me know. What did they complain about? Did it bother you? If it bothered you, you know, I can cast a little spell and, you know, get rid of that problem. Yeah. And if you don't have that auto upload ticked because you don't feel like everything is valuable of saving to a VOD, in your stream manager or video manager, sorry, it'll list the videos as unpublished, and you just need to hit the publish button on the right side. What do I plan to do in the Discord in the future? Well, you'll see all of the different chat channels out there. If I'm doing any sort of small group events where I'm streaming, I'll probably go into the on-air channel in there. But if I'm doing any community nights or anything that we're doing gaming or hanging out or something, that's what I'm using those channels for. Apart from that, I've got the live streams channel for showing whatever live streams are up. And I've got the promote your links and promote your art channels, just in case anyone has any cool art or websites or anything that they want everyone else to check out, which will be pretty cool. Well, the other people you've asked for help to stream, they didn't really save a lot. They just told me the basics, but yeah, thanks anyway. Yeah, no worries. I'm excited to see where you end up. They said they were mad that they're... Oh, wow, the clouds just did something. Said they were mad that their snow cone looked like it made with someone's hands. For those who don't know, about 95% of things are made by hand, but you wear gloves. Yeah, of course. But they thought like the person was like not wearing gloves. Oh my gosh, I hate people. I hate people. You know, rolling things up into a ball. You know, how do you do that with like a machine that's not like a press or something? And at that point, you're just like scooping something into a press, and you like, why would you do that? Like, that's a waste of time and effort, you know, and having a specialized machine for that. I can't handle that. How do I feel about people who believe moths are greater than paws? Well, you see, I don't care too much. Honestly, I actually flip-flop between moths and paws frequently because, you know, you can have like really cute teeths, and that's pretty fantastic. And whenever I see like specifically Nick's artwork, my heart pounds, and I'm like, oh my gosh, moths are fantastic. And I see any other artwork that has paws like forefront, and I'm just like, actually, no, paws are better. But yeah, you are too. Do you like a knit furry? Oh, a neat furry? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Someone else said that they thought our tea was weak because looking before they even tasted it because they could see through it. As if the sun wasn't hitting the drink and it wasn't an ice drink. People know what science is, but that's good. Just make me please. Oh my gosh. It's a liquid. There's water in it. You know, it may be dark water, but like you can always see the bottom of your glass, right? Unless it's like some Earl Grey or something, right? Didn't they expect you to make it with feet or something? They might have expected that snow cone of feet. Anti-furry people? I talked about that before previously. What if moths and paws? Oh my gosh. What if like I can just like 1 second. Yes. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, that is quality. Quality. But yeah, anti-furry people, I don't care too much about them. You know, some people are interested in their own things. And that's perfectly fine. You know, some people who may like feel outspoken against a different group, hey, you're chilling. You're doing what you want to spend your time on. And if that's targeting furries and being like pretty hateful, hey, it happens. You know, it's a bit annoying as someone who could be targeted, but at the same time, you know, if I can be a lightning rod for someone's hateful actions or speech, you know, that's good because I can handle it. And that way I'm able to like keep it as a shield for everyone else, you know? How would that work? Making snow cones with feet? I mean, I wonder, do I have an option on my body for toes? I do not, unfortunate. I'll check that out later, but you just like, you take your beans, okay, and you just like curl them in and out around the snow, not snow, but the shaved ice, right? And then you like compact it into a ball with both your beans, and then you just slide it around and smooth it out across the smooth surface. Okay. And then you take your actual paws and you bring the cone in and you scoop it up. And there you go. You got a snow cone with your beans and your feet. Exactly. You only see one side in your brain. Hey, it happens. And you love to drink green tea. It's always quite clear and see-through. Good tea. Green tea is fantastic. I like a lot of different types of like mint teas as well, but I know some people don't enjoy mint as much. But yeah, you can make it with your feet, but they don't make gloves for feet, unfortunately. Then what are socks? Okay. I think that's a pretty effective measure for having gloves for feet, you know? Or you could just like surround it in like some weird, like, I don't know, maybe like some latex or something. I don't know. But yeah. You must be experienced with that. Oh, of course. I have great experience in the usage of beans for creations. Ooh, question. Do you follow people on Twitch? I do follow people on Twitch. The main people I follow are my close friends that I want to keep an eye on. I don't tend to follow other people who are just like anyone off the street. I want to make sure that I'm following my friends and the the recommendations that come up for me are the ones I really would appreciate going to. Because how I use Twitch is I go channel to channel through all my friends whenever they're live. Whenever I just check in on Twitch and I don't really have anything else to do. And I just check in to make sure they're doing all right. Because sometimes Twitch can be a bit lonely and it's a lot of work to try and please an audience or something if you're got a big audience. So having one of your friends come by and just say, howdy, how are you doing today? Are you doing okay? And like just quickly checking in on you, that can do wonders for anyone. And so that's what I do when I follow people on Twitch is I just check on them and make sure that they've got good vibes. And if they need to talk about anything, I'll let them know that I'm available, which is what you got to do, you know? It's how you stay fit. Socially, of course. So some types of people I follow on Twitch are some of my closest friends, like Wiku, Keat, Ash, Electric, MOSFET as well. Yeah, just like some close friends. I'm such a good boy, so sweet. Yeah, thank you. I try way too hard, okay? I try too hard. But at least it pays off and people respect me for it, so yeah. What do you guys follow people on Twitch for? Do you guys like look for the content, or do you guys look for just what types of, like, maybe the games that they're doing, maybe the personality? Like, what types of things do you guys follow people for? Why try if you are? Oh my gosh. Hey. Sometimes you just gotta try extra hard to be just that much better. Just a tiny bit. Because if you're good and you're trying, then you can be even better. There may be a cap, but at the same time, you'll stay at that cap and you won't fall off. You fall for the vibes usually? Yeah, that's a pretty good way to look at it, you know? I respect that. You look for the content in the person. You get bored if the person you're watching is boring and the content's boring. That's fair, yeah. I mean, something that I've always been worried about is the content being like boring. Because I can keep up a conversation with anyone or a number of people, but at the same time, if there's no one around to like be talking with, then I kind of focus in on the game way too hard, and then you get to a point where whatever game you're playing is the content, and then if the game's not fun to watch, then no one's going to pop by, and whoever comes by for like a half a second won't stay. And it's fine usually. But yeah, no matter what they're playing, music and how they interact with the chat is what you like. Yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think those are good qualities to look for. I think it's pretty similar on my side for that. But I guess friends are pretty important as well. But like you said before, you rarely watch Twitch streams. It's like once in a blue moon. Well, thank you so much for coming by so frequently, because, you know, if I'm the blue moon, then I must be pretty rare. Or at least this Twitch stream, not me, but this box around you, you know. You think I'm gonna get sleepy again this stream? I'm already sleepy. That's my secret. I'm always sleepy. It just depends on whether I feel like showing it or not. My eyes are like droopy, but you know, I'm good to go. I'm good to hang out and everything. Just as long as things go good and as long as we keep the vibes up, you know, I think I can hang in there. And thanks to all of y'all, you know, we can be cute, we can be sexy, or we can be anything, which I think is pretty fantastic. I'm getting bored of having like the same clothes all the time right now. I think I'm gonna swap over to the maid outfit just cause. Yeah. Sexy? Yes, I feel like being sexy quite frequently. Yeah. Well, you play on Twitch, Minecraft Dungeons, and Minecraft Saint Row 4, re-elected Minecraft Dungeons. You play by yourself, Saints, to get re-elected. You'll probably play with a friend or stuff on Minecraft, and probably with a friend or yourself. All your friends have actually played Minecraft Dungeons except one, but he hasn't been on over 3 weeks. I think that's the last time you checked. That's fair. So a lot of Minecraft Dungeons in Saints Row 4, but at least the Minecrafts with friends and stuff. I find that Minecraft Dungeons is a bit like weird on my side because I don't really get the gameplay loop, so it's like, whatever. Free maid outfit content? Yes, exactly 0. I feel like getting into something more comfortable, you know? Just something to be there, you know? The personality have a huge influence over me, just the general vibe of the content, game, discussion. But if the content's full of things you're not interested in, you don't really stay, maybe check again some other time. That's fair. It's good to always like have some standards for yourself, because, you know, sometimes you aren't enjoying the content, and sometimes, you know, you just gotta have a little extra pizzazz, that's the word, sorry. I'm always treating you good. Free tail cams, free bean cams, there's no end. Yeah, and free maid outfits and stuff. Fantastic. I'm pretty proud. I do it all for you. And, you know, sometimes you deserve some things that, you know, maybe occasionally you don't experience as much. I'm here to respect the vibes and make sure you guys are comfortable. Ooh, staying hydrated again. Thank you. Let's see where I put my water down. There we go. Yeah, same, but you like to play Minecraft Dungeons because it keeps you distracted. One, it keeps you distracted, and two, you actually have to think about stuff. And three, well, you can play with friends or just find random people. That's great. That's a good reason to play a game. Make sure you guys are all taking a drink as well, because we all got to stay hydrated together. Otherwise, none of us will last. I can last pretty long, you know. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I think with like Minecraft, like the reason why Minecraft Dungeons keeps you distracted is the same way I play like ARAMs in League. Is I do it occasionally just to keep me distracted to pass the time, but at the same time I'm not necessarily enjoying myself with that. So maybe occasionally there's something else I should probably be doing to pass my time. Whatever, too hard. Not really worries. I don't really worry too hard. Yeah. But hey, what can you do about it, right? There's like not very much around for it. In fact. You guys deserve that. But yeah, oh my gosh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah woo, ah woo. You're not drinking anything right now? Yeah, I know. I'm making sure everyone else is drinking as well, though. Because they all deserve some sips as well. But if you really like the personality, you'll still come around from time to time, even if it's once in a blue moon. You got content of your interest. Nice. I like blue moons, honestly. With that. Your Twitch just bugged out, holy. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Zero. I probably caused that. I'm a bit of a bug, honestly. A bit of a stickler for being bugs. Yeah. But, you know, I can be a bit of a bug for you. Maybe. Bug, bug, bug. Bug, bug. Bug, bug, bug. Yeah. But yeah, we're here for the beats, right? So we're chilling. I'm better than a bug? Oh, thank you. I'm an arachnid, aren't I? I'm a spider. Me with all my legs, you know, my tail is a leg, my ears are legs, my arms, my legs are legs. I'm missing one, but I'll let you guess what that is. Yeah. It's definitely like a really great night tonight. I always say that it's definitely a really great night tonight. But I'm always meaning it. A spider would freak you out because arachnophobia, and another leg. Yeah, I've only counted 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's the 8th? You know? No clue. But yeah, a spider would freak you out because you arachnophobia. Oh, unfortunate. Hey, it happens. Spiders can be a little freaky. And not necessarily freaky, but just like weird, you know. My avatar's face keep glitching out most of the time. So for you, it's an eye that will stay closed or mouth will stay open even when I'm not talking. Oh. Really? I think everyone's like seeing the exact type of thing that I'm trying to puppet, so I'm not quite sure. Seems fine for you. Might just be you though. I don't know. It could be, but I'm trying to like puppet it properly and everything, so the eyes should be pretty consistent, maybe. Same you not liking spiders? Oh. Yeah, I find like spiders and any of those like small little creatures just like pretty cute, you know? I don't know. It's probably just me there, but like I just find like small things really cute, and you know, if they wander around, so be it. They have their own like little days that they're going for. I always try and imagine them as like little people on legs with like briefcases running from workplace to workplace, just trying to like keep up their families and prop up whatever they're doing. And that's the vibe I get whenever I see spiders. Although ones in the UK are way too big for me. You know, Europe as well. Like anything European is like massive spiders. Oh my gosh. Hey Knight, love you too. Thank you so much for coming out, you know. Your science teacher said that if there's spiders in your room, that means your area is clean enough for them to live in there. Oh, fantastic. So having good clean air? Ooh. Get my harness on. Okay, thank you. I'll wear this for you. Let's go. But if there's spiders in your room, that means the air is clean enough. Yeah, so you have clean air, so there's spiders there. Awesome. I guess that means I have pretty clean air down here. Compulsively looking around just in case. Hey. If you're stinky, you're not going to have spiders. Okay. And I think all of y'all are pretty stinky, so I guess none of you have spiders. Is that why you have no spiders? Spiders are kind of uncommon there anyways. That's fair, that's fair. Same with worms, huh? Night? Maybe. That's so mean. Hey, if you're not seeing a spider immediately right now, you probably are stinky. Yes, Night, yep. No, I think there are worms there. I think you guys got worms. Because there are worms in sand. That's for certain. But, you know. Oh, you dig dirt. Yeah, I know. But there's still worms, I think. I think there's still worms. Well, you're in your brother's room and there aren't spiders, so you think he's keeping it quite clean in the air. There is not it's toxic. I mean, since you're still there and you're still surviving, it's probably not that toxic. Which means that your brother might have cleaner room than you. Oh, no. You're a clean person, you think, Zero. Then tell me why there aren't any spiders there. Huh, Zero? Or I guess, wait. No, it would be the other way around. I guess you are a clean person and therefore there's no spiders. Good. Fantastic. You'll show me a worm, Night? Well, you better. It better be a big worm. I'd love to see how big a worm that you can show me, you know? Given that none of them exist down where you are. No, there's spiders everywhere in junk. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's keeping it clean. There. Nice. Big and floppy worm. Oh, damn. Fantastic. Maybe a little bit of dirt to go with it, you know? Why do they so often go into your bedroom and reveal itself just in front of you? Well, the important thing is to catch it when it reveals itself for you. Because if you don't catch it right away, it's going to go disappear somewhere and you'll never know where it went. For me, I just like V, you know? They're kind of scared of like me in general, so me moving my mouse around, if there's one on my desk, they'll probably just scamper away and get onto the ceiling or something and then run away. And then at some point, I just don't see it anymore. It's not a problem. This is actually getting heated. Oh, it totally is. That's the goals. And we're barely in the stream. Yeah. I know, right? I can just feel the warmth growing, you know? Can almost like feel your heat. Yeah. Maybe in your underwear drawer and you're wearing it right now. Maybe. Maybe indeed. However, I probably wouldn't notice because I'm wearing some pretty, I'm wearing compression underwear and compression pants, as well as a compression shirt. because that stuff feels amazing. If none of you have worn that type of like clothes before, oh my gosh, you're missing out. This shit feels amazing. It's always like it's tight fitting, but also stretchable and breathable, so you kind of can just like feel it, you know? You can vibe with it. It's good. Wonder what'll happen in the future of the stream. I mean, if we're going this fast, you know, might break out into something more intense, maybe more wholesome vibes than we could ever imagine. Maybe it died. Maybe it did. Who knows? Although, maybe it laid some eggs. Maybe there's more spiders. We don't know. Keep it up and this will be a MOSFET stream. Oh, yeah. I mean, you can eat my ass any day. What? I didn't say anything. Oh, asking a question? What time is it for me? Well, I'm just an hour ahead of you right now. It's 12:05, just after midnight. So take that as you will. That's the time. Night, yes. Oh my gosh. Long nose MOSFET. I don't know. 11:06. Yeah, I said only 41 minutes in. I mean, it could be 41 minutes for this section, but there was that time before, you know. Compression clothing? Never heard of that. Yeah, it's the type of stuff that you'd wear. It's usually the type of spandex you'd wear if you're like doing cycling or something. But it's stuff that you purposely buy to be like close to your body, whatever size you get, and that way it conforms to your shape. Pretty nice. Read the name? Oh no. All right. God damn. God damn. Yeah, 42 minutes in on this stream, but remember, we did divide the stream in two, and the, what's it called? The time was, like, off and everything. Like, we were 30 minutes off. Or it's not 30 minutes, sorry, 30 seconds. But, you know, it happens, Something that I've noticed about, like, a lot of the bigger, like, VRChat streamers and stuff is that they often aren't going to like raid into a large or a big, much smaller group because they don't want to scare people off or make people act the way that they shouldn't or whatever, or make people act differently, I guess, when there's a lot more people. And so, you know, it's unlikely that I'm going to be raided into by some large like VRChat streamer specifically. But, you know, I can have like dreams and aspirations that like, oh my gosh, a perfect night. It happened. Finally MOSFET raided into my stream. Finally, I can like drop on the floor and, you know, do unspeakable things to myself just because this green dog is being here or something, you know, maybe. Yeah. What are you missing out on? I don't know. Trying to be cute or something? Yeah. So it feels like putting on a second skin, you suppose. Yeah, exactly like that. And like even like rubbing your hand down it, like if you're wearing like a long sleeve compression shirt, like you can kind of feel like the contours of your fingers as you go down. It's like almost like you're actually feeling it, you know? So if someone were to like reach somewhere, I don't know, somewhere like cool or something, you know, you kind of would feel it pretty strongly. What can you do, right? Go to a public lobby and see what they think? I don't think so. Public lobbies are a bit scary, and, you know, I'm a cute, fragile, precious fox, and I can't handle scary things. I need a group of people to, you know, support me and make me feel safe, and yeah. Oh my, yes. Oh my, Zero. Interesting, says Mag. Yeah, exactly. So that's the vibe. That's the vibe. If you do have an opportunity to buy some, feel free. It feels great, but at the same time, it's not necessary. The only reason I have it is because of, it's a really important thing to wear when you're doing like fursuiting and stuff, because you need all of the heat reduction that you can for your body heat. You want to stay decent while you're inside a fursuit, but at the same time, fursuits get fucking hot. You're wearing a massive carpet, so you kind of have to wear stuff on the inside that's going to be nice and light. That'll help you expel the heat much more. Can I scream at whoever's in my house or apartment right now, please? That's the unfortunate thing. Tonight it's just me. I'd just be screaming at myself. And that's a bit unfortunate, you know? We hang in there, though. Although I don't think I've... someone asked, can I scream? What was it, 2 streams ago? Somewhere back on Tuesday. It might have been one of you here right now. But I don't know if I'm able to scream anymore because I haven't done it for so long, and, doing it just feels unnatural to me. It doesn't really fit my MO anymore. 7.2k divided by 800, that's gonna be 9. Yeah, you get 9 bean cams. Hopefully my math is right. Wait, was it right? That's 9. Yeah, that's 9. We're good. What does get me in time? It is 9? Yeah. In time, I mean, bean cams last variable amounts of time. It depends on how long I feel like the bean cam should last. It'll at least last a minute, but I don't know how much longer from there, you know? Yeah, it is 9. Thank you. I'm a calculator, okay? I can do math. I am very good at math, okay? Math, it's perfect. Easy. Very good. Not enough going for longer, yeah. Getting 20, yeah. I mean, a bean cam could last anywhere from 1 minute to 5, so you're sitting there dealing with 45 minutes upwards or downwards 9 minutes. So, what can you do, right? Yeah. Hey, Rusty? Angry, no set time, exactly. No set time. Bean cams can last pretty good. What's 4.9 divided by 7? That's going to be 0.7. Or I guess because you're using that many significant digits, it's going to be 0.700, but... Oh, you're using a period because... Gotcha, it's 700. Yeah. Sorry, I thought that was 4.9, not 4,900. Sorry, I'm used to commas being used for dividers, not periods. I know some countries do that. Yeah. Can I make you my significant digit? And you never do that? Holy, brain hurts too much. It happens. I'm a mathematician. I do math. I try way too hard in math. I can tell you all about set theory. But, I can't tell you, who the hell won some random war. What's the 84th digit of pi? 3.14159265358979 323846264338327950 288419716937510582097494459. I can only get to 82. I'm sorry. Sorry, Rusty. I can only get to 82. I don't know the 84th. Can I call you Cole? Yeah, for sure. Howdy, Cole. Thank you so much for the math problem. Jesus, Rusty. Yeah, I know. It happens. What can you do, right? But, of course, as I keep saying, I try way too hard, so that's just how it be with math. Although, if any of you ever have any math problems that you need help with or things to, solve, hey, hit me up. I'm usually able to. You only got, 30? Hey, don't worry too much, Rusty, yeah. You're going to memorize more than me, okay. Do it by, what day is it? The 11th? Do it in 3 days, and we can have a competition on Pi Day. Oh, the dot and comma. She's always got me numbers for this one. I take the comma as the decimal and space for separation. Yeah, that's a pretty good way of dealing with it. Although I deal with scientific notation a lot, so we usually only have one decimal point anyways. For example, if you're doing 4,900, it would just be 4.90 times 10 to the 3, and there you go. It's the French way, at least, yeah. Yeah, space for separation is usually pretty good. Yeah. Very effective. Yeah. Can I play another game, or do I have any other games? Yeah, I can always play other games. I'm just here to chill in VRChat right now, but I have plenty of games, and I enjoy playing them, and I've streamed a bunch of them before, so, you know, you'll have to wait and see if I do any other games on other nights, you know? But I don't think I'm doing it tonight. Name 4? 4 other games? Are you underselling me? I'm a gamer, okay? I play games. Like, yo, let me just, like, name a bunch of, like, Valve games and just say, oh yeah, don't worry, I like Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Half-Life 2 Episode 2, and Half-Life 1, you know? Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Green, Pokemon Yellow. Wait, Pokemon Green? Wait a second. Yes, Pokemon Green, that exists, okay. I want to make sure, okay? Don't worry too hard. Oh yeah, Rusty, is the VR headset working well for you? I just want to make sure, because, like, you know, you haven't really had a chance to use it, I guess, but just want to make sure that, you know, it's not going too bad for you, because if it is, you know, it's a whatever, I guess, but, you know, you should come join in VRChat sometime. Just come hang out, vibe, chill, whatever it is that we do here. It works well, yeah. Hey, come by right now, you know, just, like, come hang out. Do I have friends, or are you planning on make any? What? What sort of question is that, Cole? Hey, you know, Rusty, I don't think I have any friends. I'm sorry. What can you do, right? It's just rough because you only have one HDMI port in your PC, so you have to unplug a monitor to plug it in. Yeah. You know what you could also do? You could also get one of those, like, HDMI, like, adapter, like, splitter adapter things that, like, directs one path and the other path, and then get, like, one of the ones that are, like, remote controlled, so you can just connect it with your phone and just choose which one you want. That one would work pretty well. Issue 2. Oh yeah. Buy a new PC. No money. Just unplug it. Just unplug it. Hey, unplug it. But yeah, do I have friends, or am I planning on making any? Yeah, I have no friends, and I don't plan on making any because I'm just too cool like that. I'm a sexy fox, and, you know, I don't need anyone to, you know. You're some broke college kid, XD. Steppy. Yes, steppy. Yeah, can you imagine? Could you imagine being, like, some broke college kid who's, like, a radio producer or something? Like, that's... Nah, can't be me. That would be so cringe. Never. Yeah, I know, right? Like, people like that are just like, nah, they're between you and I, okay? Between you and I, those types of radio producers who are in college, like, they're terrible people, okay? Yeah. There's a reason I don't have friends, of course, yeah. 3 numbers and 1 letter. Oh. 3 numbers and 1 letter. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's a very important one there, you know, just like... Yeah, that's the way. This is the website. And I guess that you can put a .net. This is a really good website. You guys should all go to it. That's a fantastic website to go to. You definitely weren't at a broadcasting conference in Toronto yesterday, lol. Yeah, exactly. No one would do that. No. Am I a new gamer or am I an old gamer? Like, are you a new gamer or did you just get into playing video games, or have you been playing games for a while? Where do I go for Volby OnlyFans? Only beans, okay? Only foxes. Yeah, that's where you go. For games, my old bio said I've been playing games for as long as I've known, as long as I can remember. I'm an old gamer. I've been gaming since I was like, I think 2 or 3. It was definitely PC games before, like, you know, those like adventure games that you'd play like Putt Putt or something. But then it progressed more towards like Webkins, and then from there I started doing, I think, RuneScape at some point. I played Pokemon games and Zelda games when I was like 5 or 6. And then I started playing RuneScape sometime around there, around 6 or 7. And then from there, you know, I've been gaming ever since, like, pretty intensely. But yeah, 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 that's a website. Very good websites, yeah. But yeah, where do you think you'd be if you didn't play video games? I'd be a stinky loser who like studies all day and doesn't have a life, and probably would like, you know, have like be in some sporty group or something. I don't think there's a point in time here where I am, and I've never done music before. I've never done tabletop gaming before. I've never like gotten too interested in math. If I didn't play video games at some point. Like, I think if I was interested in any of those interests I've got right now, I would have at least gone to gaming some point, you know? Probably computer programmer, yeah. I probably would be a computer programmer at that point, not some computer scientist or mathematician. Reading books, yeah. Yeah, I'd be reading books, you know? Yeah, you are? You an old loser as well? Damn. Or a computer programmer? Don't worry too hard. I design software for a living, so it happens. If anyone's interested in the type of software I do, I work mostly on blockchain applications for cryptography. So I don't do any of that like scam crypto shit or anything like that. But I actually use blockchain technology and cryptography for realistic means. So that's pretty good. Yeah, you are. You're 45? That's pretty good. Nice. Pretty chill there. I guess compared to you, I'm a pretty young gamer, but you know, I do very much enjoy a lot of the like classic titles from like 90s and stuff, so it's pretty good. Still in college too. It happens. Being in college, it happens to all of us, you know. You can't really worry too hard. But yeah. Knight, I'll link you to Volpy OnlyFans just for you, okay? And then you can enjoy it, and then you can be like, oh wow, look at that sexy fox. Maybe I could like do unspeakable things to that fox, and then like oh yeah, you know? That's probably what you'd be doing. Only Foxes is a pretty exclusive website though. Yeah, and you don't think I'm popular enough to be on Only Foxes? You can't even get in? I mean, Rusty, you're not just a wolf, but you're also an Eevee? I don't think either of those are foxes. And you're an Eevee, yeah. It's fox adjacent, but very adjacent. Like, you're not like a Vulpix or something, you know? What are you hearing, Zero? Hey. I'm not horny. I'm not horny. Don't worry. Same. yeah. And you're a V, so you can't get in, but you can. Yes, I can get in. I can get into Only Foxes. But as a V, you know, you have access to like the evolution side of things, you know? Like you get access to the same types of platforms that Vaporeon gets access to, which is like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's more exclusive than Only Foxes. Bonk time? Mm-hmm. You can't bonk me. Don't worry too hard. You never said I was, but it seems like it. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, Listen. Okay, if I was horny, could I do this? I don't think I could. You know, that would be impossible. Can I turn around? Yeah, for sure. I can turn around for you. Can also give you a better view here. You've been chased with 3 water stones so far today. Already? That's a lot more than usual. Oh crap. My we are moving the camera, so this is gonna be easier right here. Because I don't want to like fly away for you guys. That goes a bit too far for me. Yeah. Yeah, free chill cam. And my waist is like falling away and I'm suffering and yeah, we're good. You could. Free chill, yes. Oh, beats my meat. Oh yes, of course. Only tails. And you gotta be careful because Sylveon's up there too now. I know, right? Ooh, you could just be happy and then all of a sudden you level up and then, wow, you're Sylveon and you're, you know, you got little things you can play with. Vaporeon is a Pokemon, all you can say, yes. Rusty is a Pokemon as well. Look at their, if you click on their name in Twitch, you'll probably see their profile picture is very likely to be an Eevee. Gotta say though, Ribbon's top tier, absolutely. Very effective. Very, very effective. Yeah. I mean, there is a reason why if I were a Pokemon, I would be Sylveon because those ribbons can do things, okay? And they're also really cute and stylish. And then you can like fold them up into a bow and imagine that you can like just turn parts of your body into a bow anywhere on you. Like, wow, that would be amazing. That would be so pretty. That'd be amazing. That would be good. I could probably do that. I could probably do that. Yeah. Ooh, ask me a question. Can I play Minecraft next stream? I'm probably not playing Minecraft next stream. Just because I know I'm planning on streaming on tomorrow or Sunday. And I think I'm going to do VR because it is the weekend and that's usually when I do VR for myself. I don't know what I'll be doing in VR, but it's probably not going to be Minecraft. Hypixel Minecraft private games with viewers would be sick. It would. Absolutely. I think I'm going to hold off on doing Minecraft content until the possibility of me joining in on Minecraft Monday with Mosfet, Wiku, and Ashlyn. Because I'm hoping that like I get accepted or something, or like it might be interesting, it might be cool. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it or not because they are an exclusive group and everything. But like that may be fun, and I might have a good time. And then that would be a chance to play Minecraft. But for now, you know, I think being a cute fox on the internet is my brand, and I want to keep pursuing that until I feel more comfortable with like how things are. Doesn't Keemstar host Minecraft Mondays? Everyone has Minecraft Mondays. Don't you remember the Donkey video where he's like, all right, my new schedule is Minecraft Mondays. Don't check Discord XD. Oh no. I'm definitely not checking Discord. Definitely not. If I was checking Discord, like, you'd probably know. I'm definitely not checking Discord. I'm not checking Discord. I'm never gonna check Discord again. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feeling, got no guilty feet, I got no rhythm. I get home from work around 10 p.m. so you can put up your schedule so I can check when you're going to be streaming today. Thanks. But if you don't, thanks anyway. What did he see? You don't want to know what I saw. But yeah, my only for sure schedule is I do stream on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. Tuesdays and Thursdays being WoW raid night with my regular raid group, and maybe I'll stretch into VR afterwards. Sunday nights are my weekend raid group with all the furries. And then maybe some VR before or after, depending on what I'm feeling like it on the Sunday itself. However, any other day, I could just randomly go live and you wouldn't know. Don't worry about it, yeah. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to say one word. It's Sylveon, okay? Yeah. Let me just, boom. Yeah, you won't. Yeah, Cole. Don't worry about it, Cole. It's fine. Yeah. It's something that will terrify me, okay? If I think back at it. Oh. I just had a flashback. It's a terrible monstrosity, and I don't think anyone else should have to look at it. Be happy that your brain is cleansed and pure here. The poster of Spider-Man right next to your head just scared you when you looked up. Oh my gosh, you're that scared of spiders? Damn, unlucky. There's another... There's another Discord you're talking? This is just an extension of my personal Discord. Don't worry too hard. I gotta be cute fox, and if I'm a cute fox, I gotta have community, and if I gotta have a community, then I've gotta have another one. Can't really do too much about that. You just got scared because the Joker poster by your bed as well. Oh, really? Scared by some sociopaths. Interesting. Your brain fixates on random things when you watch your stream. Beans, tails, ceiling, floor. That's good. You know, I think that's good. Naked Joker. Okay, that's fair. That's a pretty reasonable thing to be spooked by out of nowhere. Although you're the one who put it up in your room, so I think you had it coming. You'll send a better one. Don't worry. Oh no. I don't think I should look at these. But at the same time, I'm not looking at them. There's no way. You can't prove it. Can you send more? Like, could you go to, okay, so I did 926 before, but could you like, you know, could you go here and just like send me this? They're so good. They're so good. Oh my god, it's amazing. Thank you. Oh my gosh. You're fantastic. You're fantastic. Naked Joker on your dick? Damn. Damn, Cole. On your dick, Naked Joker. Fantastic. Your ceiling, floor, and walls have at least 4 JoJo posters? What part? There's a lot happening between you two. I'm being given a lot of very cool imagery, and I'm very excited, and I'm very happy, and the asterisk is about to die. The asterisk will never die, okay? You know, I'm wholesome, okay? I'm wholesome, okay? You know, just like Sylveon, just like a little, like, you know, Yeah. It happens. It happens. Okay, it happens. Yeah, wholesome with an asterisk. Exactly. Well, for you, there's more beans, tail, ears, and snoot. Ooh, that's what you hyperfixate on. Nice. Good snoot. They're dick pics, aren't they? No, it's better than dick pics. So much better. Could you imagine just like fluffing yourself, just like feeling the fur all over your face and just rubbing your paws through it and just bringing your paws down through your body over everything, right down the arms, you know? That's what was sent to me. That's what I'm feeling good about. No, fuck yeah, it happens. We're gonna see taking break screens soon from Rust. No, you're not, okay? Rustic's not doing anything to me, okay? I'm fine. You guys are fine. We're all fine. We're hanging in there, okay? You know, I said I've been to the Shusky school of topping. I'm Dommy. I can handle this, okay? Yep. Oh, you're naked in a fursuit and it's just gonna feel weird. It's just the fluff though. It's so much fluff and it's like really cute and like it feels cool to rub your fingers through, you know? You could never send one of those Valpies too pure with Fox. Exactly. You could never send me anything like off kilter or NSFW because, you know, I'm wholesome, I'm pure. I'd never do anything, and you know, I wouldn't be sexual at all. I definitely wouldn't wear any sort of outfit that's a bit revealing and, you know, suggestive, would I? You know, I definitely wouldn't, because like I'm not that type of fox. Like, you know, if I wore any suggestive clothing and stuff, like that would be the end of me. I'd break my brand, you know? Like, what the hell? Like, you know, sometimes you just gotta like make sure that the people definitely, well, exactly. You know, like sometimes like could you imagine if I was wearing a collar? Because like if I was wearing a collar, that would be cringe. Like I would be very like subby and I would be like very horny and things, and I'm definitely not, okay? I wouldn't wear anything suggestive. Right? You can trust me, right? Have I ever lied to you before? I've never lied to you before, right? Yeah. You can trust me, okay? Yeah. But like rubbing your paw through fur. Ooh, yeah, good. Fantastic. Yep. I know I'm scaring people off. I'm definitely scaring people off, but yes. That it's fine. Yes. Oh, hydrate time. Yeah, I'll hydrate. You guys should hydrate as well. Make sure you guys take an excellent drink. Did my brother or sister ever hide some of you, like, say, your money? No, I don't think I've ever had that type of experience before. You know, I am on really good terms with my sister, and I trust her a lot with everything, and I don't think she's really hidden anything from me. Like, actually, she's been, like, I don't know, she has, like, scared me off a lot because I don't like seeing her stuff. Nothing like sexual or incest, you know. It's just like there's weird things, you know. Because she does work at a sex shop and she wants to be a sex therapist, so she's really open about what's called helping people work through any sort of sexual issues. So yeah, I don't like talking to her about her work. Yeah, I'm wholesome. Yeah. You're already seeing the future from the stream in the first 40 minutes, and you're correct. No, you're not correct. I'm fine, okay? I'm doing okay. We're okay. Let's see where it goes. No, we're not seeing where it goes. You can never see where it goes. If it goes somewhere, then, like, I'm going the other way, okay? Yeah. You need to wear safety gears to be safe. You never know what you're going to need to climb a rock. Yeah. That rock would be pretty hard as well. Yeah, that would be very important. I need to make sure I have carabiners as well. Yeah, safety gears. Yes, safety gear. Yep. I have like carabiners. I can like clip those on and attach myself to the rope to the clip face. Yep. I've got my pythons as well. Like I'm ready to go climbing. We're going rock climbing. The rock is very hard and we're going climbing. Okay. Yeah. Low-key, your brother ragdolled you when you were on a trampoline with him like a kid a while ago. It was rough. Holy shit. hey, we all live and learn. We learn to trust our siblings more as we progress through life, because they're the ones who are there for us, you know? Rusty, you were going to join, but now you're exhausted from the conference and you want to be up for Stardew tomorrow, so you're probably going to go to bed soon. Hey, it happens. Don't worry too hard. Hope you have a good rest. It's awesome having you by. Feel free to stay as long as you want. We're here to spread the chill vibes, so if you want to stay chill, I can help you with it. Do people on my stream ever hate me for being a furry? Yeah, Zero hates me for being a furry. Rusty does. Max does. Crispy does. Nightfall does. Yeah, I think everyone. You'll join next time 100%? Yeah, of course. Don't worry, Rusty. I'm not holding you at anything. Yeah. Yeah, Zero, you hate me being a furry, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're answering Cole right now. Yep. This is slander. Yeah, exactly. I know, right? Yep. Low-key, you haven't seen any haters. You're yourself personally in the stream so far. Yeah, I don't think there have been any haters, but at the same time, you know, there could be at some point randomly. You're gonna dump Eevee photos in my DMs before you go to bed though? Oh my gosh, that's so like sensual. Rusty, are you sure you can do that? Well, you don't hate me for being a furry. You actually don't mind it at all. Are you not a furry, or are you a furry? I'm here to vibe with whatever it is you are, so. Like, what's your opinion on furries? Like, is it cool? Are they cute? Are they like, is it more for you? Is it less? You are a furry, yeah, so it's good vibes. Out of all the bean cams you've on, now your name is slandered. You're going to cry now 100%. Oh, I'm sorry, Zero. Can I make it up for you at all? Maybe a little head pat. Here you go. Volbyfox is a furry? How dare? Yeah, not a furry. What would ever make you think that? Like, come on. Like, I couldn't possibly be a furry. Not at all. Nope. Yep. What? No way. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. More head pats. Grail, fuck you for that. Damn. Really? Fuck you for what? How dare? I know, Max. How dare I be a furry? Yeah, I'm gonna have to tweet about this all on my own, like post about this all over my OnlyFoxes, okay? Eevee photo sent. Thank you so much, Rusty. Hope you have an excellent night. Thank you so much for coming by. Be sure to have some good rest, and I'll be sure to talk to you soon, okay? Good luck with your stream tomorrow morning. You guys have a lot of fun with your Stardew Valley. I know you guys do every time, but it's especially important to note. Yeah. Thanks for having you. Yeah, of course. Thanks for coming by. You're a cool moderator or something here anyways, so you're always welcome. Until I hate you, in which I will, you know, just like rustic slice. Mike Tyson. You're a mod? Yeah, you're a mod. You can collapse halfway to your bed, XD. Since when? I can probably take a look about that afterwards, but I think it's been at least 8 months. No, it's a long time mod. It's been 8 months. It's good. Rusty just hasn't been here for a while. But just remember that Rusty is on my list of suggested channels to check out. I did a shout out earlier, but you know, they have really good vibes as well. So not quite the same type of content that I've been doing recently, but it's important to give them one more shout out. Feel free to follow them. Let me just make sure I can do one more before anything's done. Here you go. You gotta catch up on this channel lore then. Yeah, there's a lot you're missing. Nyan can probably give you the majority of it, just because, you know, Nyan has been here since I actually started getting interested in streaming last year. But, you know. Can I go to the maid dress? I can. Nightfall, are you still here? Are you fine if I go to the maid dress, or? Oh, thank you. Perfect. Zero. It's probably gonna change back sometime soon because we're still in the middle of the old redeem. But when that happens, I'll just swap back to the maid dress and let it time out fully. You try to tune into as many streams as you can. Yeah, thank you so much. It's good to see you every single time you come by. I mostly do like check-ins on people. You've probably seen that. So I don't necessarily stay for too long, but I try and make sure you're doing okay. As a good fox, as a good maid. I'll take care of you. You pay for the less fortunate. Of course, Zero. That's what it means to be rich. You must pay for the less fortunate people because, you know, the maid outfit is it's restful. You usually lurk while doing homework, yeah. And your homework's like getting tough now, isn't it? Like you're getting to the end of your course, so that's pretty fair. And plus, like, your work is pretty intense when you actually are doing like the work at the like car place, the factory, which I'm not sure if you're doing any more now that you're like getting close to the end, but that's not too big a deal. By the way, tell me all about your conference that you went to, because that sounds like a lot of interesting things, you know? It sounds pretty cool. Yeah. All right. We're getting to that point in the stream where my legs are feeling a bit wibbly wobbly, so I'm going to quickly sit down now. Rest up these legs a little bit. There we go. You'll text me when you wake up, of course. Thank you. It'd be good to see you. I'm excited. You don't know why you're... Yeah, second year college, yep. Is it a 3 or 4 year program? Good night, good night. Have a great night. Sorry, I'm asking too many questions while you're gone. Sleep well, Rusty. Have good fluff dreams, okay? Stay safe. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I got... Don't let the bed bugs bite. Yes, of course. Yeah, I got pretty heated with those vibes, you know? I think for that maid dress redeem, I think you deserve this, Zero. Let me just try and position this properly. There we go. I'll pamper you. Make up for the 1,000 you've lost. I'll move it back a little bit just for you. Two and one for you? You're a lucky person. You're a very lucky bean. Yes. Yeah, I know, Cole. You're lasting a pretty long time tonight. Good luck with it, honestly. I think it's still going to be pretty challenging for you. I'm not sure when you woke up, so yeah, whatever happens, happens. You eat the bugs. Free protein, low-key. Yes, exactly. Free protein for free? Yes, free beans. Yeah. Not entirely for free, just a good deal, yeah. Yeah, you're losing out a bit because you're losing out about 200 points, but you know, that's fine. Actually, my water is in the way here. Let me pick up my water here. There we go. Now the beans can be fine. Beans for any price is a deal you're taking. Exactly. Especially when you're not expecting it. I think that's a pretty good deal. You know, it's pretty good. And plus you can look up the dress if you'd like. Yeah. I know. Can stretch pretty far. There's like panties in there as well. It's getting heated again. You're not even doing too much. I know, right? It's wild. It's crazy. It's fantastic. Let me sit up here. There we go. And we're back. Yeah. I don't know. It's fantastic. It's a good chance to just sit down, you know, relax a bit, Nothing too big we have to worry about, right? Yes, Max? Beans. Beans, 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 beans. Just a normal guy getting special treatment anyways. Yeah, very special treatment. But what's up? Sorry, your internet cut out. What? Yeah, don't worry. Zero's just getting very special treatment, so lucky them. Ooh, ask me a question. If I could take over a popular game franchise right now and change it for the better, which one? And probably why as well, I'd assume. Popular game franchise. Again, I'm never too interested in like a lot of popular game franchises, like franchise specifically. But I think if I were to like take over one specifically, I would probably it's such a hard one, honestly. The thing is, like, I want to say like Dota because it's been popular in the past, but it's less popular now. But at the same time, they don't really care about it as like Valve doesn't care about Dota as much as like a lot of their other franchises. And I think changing it for the better would be having more advertisements to build up the player base back up. You know, it's a free game, so it's a pretty interesting one. It's a good MOBA. You would have sex with me? Oh, cool. I mean, I don't want to like seem crass or anything, but I would happily accept that, you know? You're going to be sad when your gifted sub's gone? What? Yeah. It's an interesting one. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I mean, when your gifted sub's gone, you know, it's unfortunate. But you've been here long enough. You're near the high part of the list of people for random gift subs. So you might get lucky and you might get another one at some point soon. So never need to worry too hard. Let's see this. Come on, please come over here. Screen. Oh, I'm not even in an edit mode. There we go. Screen, come down here. There we go. Come on close. Can never be bold with your words like that, low-key. Not that you plan to, just like being cryptic. Yeah, and being suggestive as well. More fun solving the riddle, yes. Solving the riddle. What gets hard in the morning and you don't keep. Sometimes you need to release it and it feels better when it's released. Can I wear a thong on my avatar or VRChat? I gotta be careful with the types of things I wear, because if it's something that's way too suggestive about specific areas on my body, I could be going against terms of service on Twitch. So it's better to say suggestive instead of explicit. A lot of things, yes. I know, right? Quite a few. There's one in specific, of course, I'm thinking of, but, you know. Don't need to worry too hard about what it is. But you don't know the answer. It'll remain a mystery for a while. You know, you can keep asking me what it is every day until eventually you get it right. There's only a certain number of things in the office, finite. Or finite things in the world, not the office. Although if that was in the office, that would be pretty spicy. What is going on in this Christian stream, Crispy? Nothing. We weren't doing anything while you've been missing. I've been perfectly wholesome and we still have the asterisk, okay? We're good, we're good. You don't think this is a Christian stream? Why not? No, this is a Christian stream. Like, yeah, it's a Christian Minecraft server right here. Yep. You can read off the dictionary, exactly. Although it might not come up in the dictionary. All things depending. Perfectly wholesome, yes. You can read through Urban Dictionary, probably, is more likely to get you a result. You saw the underwear on my character. Yeah, I know. It's very cute. It happens, it happens. I gotta stay some semblance of, dressed, I guess. I suppose. Because otherwise, you know, I would be a bit nude, wouldn't I? The Discord's going to be something you can tell, oh, you know, the Discord's going to be quite a bit, I think. But of course, it's important that everyone has access to it. Oh, Miles the Pupper, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, we're here, welcome, I'm Volpe. We're here to be chill and stay with the chill vibes. And also be wholesome with the asterisk. It's very important the asterisk stays there, okay? I'm definitely not dangerous, okay? I don't do that. No, absolutely not. Suggestive content only here. Yep. But how are you doing tonight? We're here just having the wholesome vibes on a Friday night, just getting ready for the weekend. More than just suggesting, you feel? Hey, it happens, it happens. And Crispy, if you didn't get it, we do have a Discord now, and there is a command for it. Right there. More like demanding, but you're still here. Yeah, exactly, yeah. There's an audience for whatever it is I have going on. I don't even know what I have going on, you know? Like, we're good. Word slurring, stuttering a lot more, you know? Like, yeah, we're good. Did somebody make my avatar for me, or did I make it myself? Did you find it in the avatar list? Well, I purchased the, against my better judgment, I purchased the Rex, despite, you know, certain things up with the creator. It's fine, don't worry too hard. And then I did all of the retextures for myself. All of the extra assets on it, including all of the various clothes, are all just different retextures of other people's models and assets. Yeah. What do I think are the top 3 VRChat avatar species? I think, I really like, what are they called? The Nardolims or whatever they are? The ones that have, like, the little, cute snoots and, like, long ears and stuff. Those ones are really cute. I also really like, Wicker Beasts. You can probably see the type of things I love the most. And then followed up from that, I also really like, I like Rexes. They're very slender, very skinny, very good. Plus, you can have all sorts with whiskers, big tails, and very, very floppy ears. How bad an idea of 10 do you think it would be to go to a public, private world with viewers on stream? It would be a great idea. In fact, I plan on doing that sometime soon. The important thing right here, though, is for days like these, it's nice to stay sane and just chill out, mellow out, and chat with people. And I think with a game, it's a bit distracting, you know? Fox, tired, aren't you? You should go to bed soon, so I can find another streamer to watch if you want. Nah, I'm chilling. I'll probably raid in somebody at the end of the stream anyways, but I'm doing excellent. I'm having a good time, you know? I'm never worried about anything there with whoever's staying, whoever's going. I'm here as long as you need me, but at some point I will have to go to sleep, and I'll make sure to leave you in good hands. But by all means, if you need to go, if you want to go, go ahead. I'm not holding it against you at all. How long do you think I have in me? It's like 1 o'clock. I don't know. We'll start winding it down slowly. Maybe like short period, somewhere from 5 minutes to 50. Who knows? Can you whisper to me what time it is for you? I keep saying what time it is for me, Cole. It's about 1 o'clock. Your preferred species are Rexurium, Canis... Yeah, Nardragon, that's the one, Nardragons. Rickson being your absolute favorite. Yeah. I think mine is a pretty reverse list from you. A bit of a reverse list from you, actually. Because I got the Nardragon at top and the Rex at bottom. But instead of the Canis, it's definitely got to be Wicker Beast. Mm. Howdy, howdy, Obsidian. How's it going? We're here chilling out. I'm Volpy. Yeah, we're just talking about what our favorite VRChat species are. Do you have any interests, Obsidian? What do you like? By the way, everyone, make sure to drink some whatever it is you're drinking. It's important to stay hydrated. Got some water right here, and we're just gonna get a quick sip because I'm a bit thirsty. Obsidian names is Obsidian? What an observation. Yes, Obsidian for Shadow. He's always been a Canis Lupus fan. Ooh, fantastic. Big fan of wolves, eh? Excellent. It's perfectly peaceful, yes. Oh, just to notice, not a peaceful stream. It was a peaceful stream when you joined, but it turned into a chaotic stream. Yeah, I'm a bit chaotic. Let the maid outfit go for a bit longer, just because it was like an extra 20 minutes. Indeed, your son is actually a direwolf. Oh, awesome! Direwolves are amazing. I love like how big they are compared to other wolves. You know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. See, he gets it. Yeah, exactly. I myself am a Corsac fox, so gotta be a cute fox because what can you do otherwise, right? By the way, the reason why I chose a Corsac fox is because I love, like, my favorite type of like terrain element in the world is like the steppe, like the Eurasian steppe out east towards the entire bottom part of Russia, passing by Armenia, all the way over to Mongolia. That region is on fleek. And it's got one of my favorite fox species there, so... Or at least it's my favorite fox species because I love that terrain so much. Yeah. You're like your Fink is falling asleep. You won't be able to roll over on your bed, but you will and not like it. Oh, unfortunate. Hopefully you're able to roll over or try and wake it up. Might be a bit painful, but what can you do, right? Be a cute proto, of course. Yes. Very good, Zero. Very good. Protos are adorable, and I know Charles is a proto as well. Oh, and you also don't mind chaos. Your life basically revolves around organized chaos. Fantastic. Well, you'll fit in nicely here if you like. And stick by as long as you feel like having some chill vibes, and feel free to pop out whenever you're ready. We have this like sort of pop in, pop out sort of deal here, you know? You just come by and have a good time. If things are a bit stressful, feel free to talk about them in chat. Like, I'm here to hang out and make sure you're having a great time and hanging in there, you know? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. How come you'll flash your beans randomly whenever you start to sit down? Just something you notice. I don't have the camera in a decent place, so it's important to be able to figure it out where it is. But I have inverted controls when I'm doing my camera, and I can change it around from being inverted. It's just that it causes other issues down the line with trying to do smoothing to face me. So it's all based on like how the camera goes. Ah! Yes. Well, seeing as how you're practically nocturnal, you ain't going to bed anytime soon, lol. Yeah. Even when I finish off the stream tonight, I don't think I'm going to be going to bed for another hour or two. There's a few like YouTube videos I need to watch and a little bit of prep I need to do for my first head, so I'll be working on that, whatever it is. Oh, you're not talking about that? You'll just show them randomly? Oh, yeah. I mean, occasionally. It's probably more so loss of tracking, but Honestly, your guess is as good as mine. I'm pretty new to this, so I'm definitely not sure about what causes it. But it happens. Don't worry too hard. I don't think. Definitely nothing to worry about. Yeah. But it's honestly like a pretty like relaxing time I think we're having tonight. I don't mean to. We were very close to losing that asterisk, and I gotta hold on to it. Okay, we're holding on to it. There's a star there. Yeah. What's my favorite color? Oh, my favorite color is green. You can probably see by my eyes. I've also got green eyes and sclera, but green is a pretty cool color. I love like how prominent it is in nature. You know, like just going outside during a like spring or summer month and just going through a forest and seeing all that green. It's just, you know, it's fantastic. Like you don't appreciate it as much as you should, honestly, in my opinion. But then again, I shouldn't be preachy. What about yourself? What's your favorite color? You need to get full body tracking at some point, but you're planning on getting your Sona commissioned as an avatar for VRChat. Fantastic. If you ever like have an opportunity, feel free to try it out yourself, because most of the time it really just takes buying a model that you like and then just retexturing it yourself, because I don't know, it's a pretty fun experience. It's definitely relaxing, and it doesn't require too much art skill if you have a reference already. Go to look up Cyberchamp on YouTube. You'll see that he's able to go into public lobbies, and you'll see his full avatar, including his screen. So I think that's something you might want to do if you become a PNG tube, or if you want people to see your avatar when you play games. I mean, I have that set up with VTuber Plus. I'm just not using it right now. You'd like to get preached. Oh my, Zero. Fantastic. Well, then of course I'll preach to you. It's cool. But yeah, there's a combination of what's called VMC3 and VTuber Plus, which allows you to fully set up tracking, which is pretty good. You've tried to do that in the past, but for you it's more difficult to learn or do things on screen for you. You actually have to physically do something in order to learn how to do it. I feel you. Yeah, that's respectable. I tend to just like pick up something and just run at it head first. If I fail, I fail. And then I'll come back to it like another year later down the road, and then just keep failing until I succeed. But yeah, to learn about anything, for me, it's all about the failures. Yeah. Yeah. But Zero, what is your favorite color? I'd love to know. Oh, awesome question. Where in the world am I? In America? Yeah, I'm in North America. By my time zone, you should probably know approximately where I am, which is not too bad. Not that type of hot. Get out of the gutter, of course. But fair enough, yeah. Zero. I have a pretty hot question. What's your opinion? Oh, that's not that hot. Okay, gotcha. What's your opinion on weed? Okay. Weed's cool. It's chill. I hate the smell of it. Okay, like, someone smells of skunk, which, let me say, so I currently am off and on living at home with my mother and her fiance, and they smoke every night. And when I'm living with them, it's like, it's an annoying time of night when they're smoking. But weed's pretty cool. It has good vibes, and I respect it. But at the same time, like, I won't smoke myself just because I don't really like that smell there, you know? Favorite's purple. Absolutely lovely color you feel. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty royal and stuff, you know? Same. W. Also, you can understand what you mean about green of the forest. You live in a valley in the middle of the mountains, and you're constantly surrounded by forest and wildlife. You absolutely love it. Oh my gosh. That sounds, like, fantastic. That sounds divine. I love that for you. Honestly, like, if I could live somewhere like that, that would be, like, ideal place to live, honestly. That would be fantastic, really and truly. Makes more sense for you to favor that color to consider how you view yourself as more royal and higher person. Yes, exactly. And you should. You deserve all that praise and respect. Yep, right in the Appalachian Mountains, actually. Oh, okay, gotcha. So you're somewhere down, like, I guess Quebec to Vermont, down towards, like, New York or something. Nice. Maybe even Maine or something. Yeah, it's nice. Hello, how am I? Extreme Male Goth. I'm doing great. I'm Volpe. Welcome. How are you doing? I'm doing awesome. Fantastic tonight. Cute avatar? Thank you. I try, honestly. I'm not that cute, but, you know, it's great to hear some praise. Anyway, time to spend some money. You'll make it back in one stream. True. Ooh. Beans Cam, 800 points. Yeah, you will make it back in one stream. You're good. Not long woken up. Oh, nice. New for the day, hey? Fantastic. Hope you're having a great morning. I'm glad I can share it with you, you know? We're just here with some Bean Cam right now, just for a little bit. But yeah. You'll just say to get to Pittsburgh, it's a 2-hour drive. Yeah, that's fair. To get to Pittsburgh, for me, it's about I want to say 5-hour drive. Yeah. It's not that far, but not that close at the same time. Yeah. But I'm a fox. I'm Volpe. We're here to have some wholesome vibes, spread them out, and you know, try and stay wholesome with an asterisk, you know. And hopefully you enjoy your time here. Feel free to pop out whenever you want. Whenever you want to stay by, come by. We're chilling out. You can see my underwear. Oh, hey. We're reaching the end of maid outfit anyways, so we'll swap over. I don't want to be indecent. Oh, Obsidian, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I'm glad you came by and you're stopping by and hanging out, you know. My streams are definitely more infrequent, but I might work on that in the future. I have streamed like almost every day this week, but don't worry about that. That's fine. You save up your points only for the bean cam mainly. Too good not to spend it on. Of course. The beans are fantastic. However, one of these beans is like, you know, a bit bent. There we go. Someday you're going to spend a lot of points on bean cam in order to spend it for the most time you can. Yes. You love seeing Avatar beans and feats. Oh, yes, I agree. Those are fantastic. It's always a great time. You're naked. Put on some clothes or at least the harness. I'm naked. You think I'm naked? Oh, nope. That's the waist. I can't spread. I can't spread my legs all the way. I'm sorry, guys. It happens. I'm wearing some clothes. Don't worry too hard. I'm wearing something comfortable. Same, that's what you're going to do. Awesome. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I love spreading the beam can. Or bean cam. Bean can. Nice. But yeah, as long as you're in his stream, I'm probably going to buy a beam cam if someone asks for it or wants it. You strongly agree? Yeah. I mean, the bean cam is pretty necessary. It's very effective, and it's a great service that you're providing to others. Very regal there. People will look up to you for that. Beams are the best, and no one convinced you otherwise. Fantastic. I agree with you, Obsidian. That's a pretty bold statement, but pretty effective. Question: do the toes curl in that avatar? I broke something, so at the moment they don't. But I can probably fix it soon. Yeah, I broke a lot of like the gestures and stuff, but I'll fix them when I can. That's the goal. From the Vice you're watching, it looked like the clothes you're wearing are the same colors as your fur. So sorry. Yeah, I mean, it is goals to have similar colored clothes to my fur because, like, honestly, you gotta respect the grind. Oh yeah. What if you all collectively spent money on it at the same time? We could put our change together. You could, in fact, put your change together. I might add a delay on it just so that make sure you guys don't accidentally do it but I'll make sure that the delay is just like a minute, so it is the minimum time for a bean cam anyways. You only have like 70 tails, or at least points, so it won't be good to spend them on a lot of stuff. Hey, save them up. Yeah, exactly. Trust. If you save up your points, you'll be able to buy things whenever you want, and, you know, sometimes you deserve an outfit, sometimes you deserve a specific cam. And I'm there for that for you. You are. Aw, new? Yeah. You don't sugarcoat things. You're very straightforward and to the point. Same here, honestly. I can be very suggestive and, like, I can hint at things jokingly, teasingly, but at the same time, when I'm talking to somebody directly about something important, I'm always going to be there and make sure to stay to the point. It's important to, like, think about what you're going to say before you say it, but at the same time, you know, if you can say something perfectly, there's nothing better. You're also a fan of IRL human beans and feet. Oh, damn. A bit of a feet fetishist here. Crazy. We gotta save up for the beans cam, right? Yeah. Like the maid outfit. Yeah, exactly. You can put on a maid outfit anytime when you get enough points. Suggestive was sugarcoating it in terms of the stream. Yes, exactly. I mean, have you seen my clothes? They're definitely suggestive, but definitely not a... They're definitely not like that, you know? There we go. Where's comfort for you? Ah, that's good. That's good. Comfort is the best type of, what's it called? Respect. Yeah. I myself am a bit of a fur enthusiast. The thing that I find most comforting is like taking a large piece of faux fur and just rubbing my fingers through it and feeling it like slowly the tendrils like flood over my knuckles as I slide my fingers through. That is an amazing feeling. Well, funnily enough for you, you've taught yourself to talk without thinking about what you're going to say first. So whatever comes out of your mouth is not thought out or planned. You just say the words as they come out. Hey, it happens. Yeah. TV dad, exactly, yes. What time is it for you, Volpe? It's around 1 o'clock right now. I'm not quite sure what time it is necessarily now. 1:15, so we're going. For you, it's 6:17? Oh, nice. So you're out in the UK or something. Fantastic. It's awesome having y'all out here. Yep. Whereabouts do you live? Do you live in Northern Ireland? Do you live in Ireland itself, like outside of the UK? Do you live in Wales, England, Scotland? Yeah, I'm also Eastern. Yep, exactly. There's 2 redeems you're saving up your points for now. Need to back up some points. England, yeah. Nice. Yeah, I definitely, when I go to the UK, I don't spend too much time in England. Yeah, most of the time I actually spend in England is up towards Newcastle or further north, you know. It's good vibes up there, but at the same time I don't really explore too much of the south. I've been to the Lake District a few odd times anyways though, so that's not too bad. Oh, you can't see my screen? So yeah, it happens. Oh, you need to get yours up as well, Zero. I mean, Zero, you're already pretty rich. I'm pretty sure Grey Wolf, or Max, sorry, needs to get a few extra points to catch up, you know? What are you planning to save up for? That's a good question. What are you planning to save up for? Anyone here, feel free to let me know. I'm very interested in hearing what you guys like, because it helps influence what I add for the future. 5.6k is a lot, but you want beans forever, you need more, right? Yes. In fact, as the proportion of time increases, you actually need the number of tails to increase at the same rate. So for an infinite amount of time, you'll need an infinite amount of tails. Farthest you ever gone from your state is South Carolina. You've never been out of the country, but you prefer staying in the mountains anyways. That's fantastic. Yeah, the mountains are very nice anyways, regardless of anything. Um, I live in like some pretty flat land around here. Like it's a bit hilly, but at the same time, like it's it's Canadian. It's a good vibe. The thing is that I've got a lot of like national parks nearish to me, so I don't have to worry too hard about like the vibes for that, you know. Well, guess what you I'm gonna guess what you call a redneck. You know you're a redneck, Wayne. You're back? Welcome back, Cole. Mm-hmm. Oh, hydrating one more time. Yeah, for sure. I'll take care of that for you. Make sure you guys stay hydrated as well. I'm always interested in hearing what you guys are drinking. Also, when you're not in the beans feet mood, you do like being mischievous. And those who have jump scare sounds or anvils or drop throwing stuff or redeems, that's to be mischievous. I mean, I can add a bit more loud stuff, definitely for you. Some people here have already tried to scare me with some of the sounds I've got right now, but I've realized that they're not scary enough. I might want to add like a bang or something, like some loud noise, something that's gonna like absolutely terrify me out of nowhere, you know? Some things that cost around 1,000 each. Tails, you're at 3.7k now. Ah, nice. Mood's always beans, yeah. You're not drinking anything around 6 a.m., which is around 6 hours. Yeah, that's fair. I heard about that, Cole. You've been talking about that quite a bit. But hey, whatever you drink, feel free to drink. Or as you like to say, the nightmare has arrived. Yes, the nightmare's arrived. The mischievous nightmare, the one who will scare all of the furries away. Or at least just tease them with the scare. Not so much away. It's not really a lie. We'd like to go mudding, shoot guns, explore the forest, build makeshift dams in the creek, go hunting, ride four-wheelers, fishing, and more. Okay, so you're like West Virginia. Got it. That's respectable. That's respectable. Not really West Virginia. Sorry, Virginia itself. Because West Virginia doesn't really have mountains. But yeah, that's good. That's good. I trust it. Close but no cigar, yeah. Hydrate again, Knight? I just hydrated a minute ago. Oh my gosh. You trust me. Thank you, Knight. I trust you as well. Again, yeah. Not bad. Don't worry. You weren't here a second ago. You're back though now. Just got here. Make sure everyone else is taking a sip as well, okay? Whatever you're drinking, whatever water or more interesting drinks, feel free. Hey again, how's it going, Raspberry? How have you been doing? Beer okay? Yeah, Knight, it's okay for you. Just make sure when you're done at the end of the night, you get some water so you don't get hungover tomorrow or something. Actually, beer's not too bad. But if it was something pretty much more interesting, you know, it'd be pretty wild. No, it's going good. No, it's fine, Cole, don't worry. It's going good. Yeah, nice seeing you. It's awesome having you around. Well, kinda, hey. If you need to talk, feel free. The closest you got was West Virginia, but not quite one of the neighboring states. It's fine. That's fair. I'm not well versed in American states, so, you know, it happens. You're trying to buy some bits at work? Oh, man. That's rough. Always do. Well, it's not beer. Hey. Is it cider or something? Like something nice? Tastes well. Oh, it's a malt. Hey, that's good. That's beer. You're always beans are actual feet, especially more for when you don't know what to talk about or you don't have anything interesting to talk about. Then you'll be like, can we see some more beans or can we see actual feet of the avatars? If that makes sense. Yeah, no, that's good. That makes sense. I trust that. Get that? Then you guess you need to put our tails together to see them more. You do. Absolutely. Can you figure out where on a map you live? Yes, I know exactly where you live on a map. Knight, come on. Yeah. Yes. Let's go. Yeah. I don't think even most Americans are familiar with all the states except for their neighboring states. Yeah. I mean, like, I know a lot of like the East Coast because I know you have Maine, you have like uh Delaware, whatever that island is that has like that one city in it. Fuck. I don't know. Then you have like Vermont to the left. Then you have like New York southwest of that. Then you have like Boston, or not Boston, sorry. You have Massachusetts. Then you have like going further south, you have like New Jersey. And next to that is like probably Maryland. I'm not sure. Probably. Oh no, you have like Pennsylvania. Then you have Maryland towards the south. Then you have like Washington D.C. That's like connection between Maryland and Virginia. Then you got Virginia. To the left of Virginia is West Virginia. Then you have like North Carolina, South Carolina, followed by Florida. Oh, Maryland's where you live. Nice. Fantastic. Look at your profile, please. You did something special to it. Damn. Let me take a look. See if it's updated. I don't think it's updated yet, so sorry about that. Unfortunate. Some people can point out Arizona, yeah. Oh, some people can't point out Arizona, really? But Arizona's like one of the 4 states that's like that 4-point quadrant, like next to like Colorado and what are the other ones? New Mexico and one other state. Here's me pretending I know things, but at the same time not. Yeah. Oh, I should read back, sorry. Good side, I have to deal with me being a vocalist for 2 bands, and that's going to be hard to do. Hey, it happens. Being a vocalist is hard, and it's pretty reasonable that like it's going to be challenging to do it for 2 bands, but you got this. Don't worry too hard. You have 3.49, but it won't let you buy 140 of bits. Oh, weird. That's crazy. That is crazy. Because you don't really go anywhere interesting, to be fair. You can't go out anywhere because you don't really have any friends. But when you mean you don't have friends, you literally have 0 friends solely in your town. That's fair, that's fair. At least, like, online, there's a good source of, like, people to be friends with, you know? So, even if they're not local, at least you have an opportunity to hang out online. Oh, can you wait for my profile to update then? Yeah, it probably, I'll probably take a look at the end of the night, just to make sure. Don't worry too hard. It was a PayPal issue, you fixed it. Oh, fantastic, Zero. Congratulations. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but you got this. Like, if I know anything about people is that when you're faced with, like, adversity like that, of having to do something challenging that is out of your wheelhouse, you always rise up to that adversity and face it head on. And I think that's pretty similar for most people, you know? And, you know, you might reach your limit, you might feel terrible at the end, but at least you understand your limits and you'll be able to figure out for the future how much you can handle, which is fantastic. You're so smart. Yes, Zero, you are. Congratulations on fixing PayPal. Sometimes the most difficult path can be the most rewarding. Exactly. Can you not do anything interesting? I'm gonna go grab something. Okay, guys, we're gonna do all the interesting stuff now while Cole's gone because it's necessary. It's important that we stay what's it called? We do cool things. All right, so I'm gonna strip and then I'm not gonna have any clothes on, and then we're gonna make out and then hug and stuff. Oh, Cheerbon, yo, thank you. Thank you so much, Zero, for the 10 bits. Awesome. You know, if you do a message alongside that cheering, it also does a text-to-speech. Oh, be furry. Oh, yeah. Now I'm naked. Yeah, we're gonna make out while Cole's gone, and then like when Cole gets back, we'll just be like putting our clothes back on. You know, just like, yeah. Yep. You're good. Yep. Yeah, oh my gosh, wow, that was amazing. We really made out well. Thank you all so much for that, you know? Like, it wasn't just one kiss, it's more. It was the entire makeout session while Cole was gone. Yeah, we made out. I got naked and yeah, I made out with chat. It's fine. Can you test my limits, Wolfie? Yes, Knight. Please test my limits. I'd love to. Still in your town, it's kind of lonely. It happens. It happens. Important thing is, like, if you have like access to transportation and stuff, feel free to look around for like neighboring towns and cities and see if there's anyone who's wants do you like meets or stuff or anything, because having good communities are very important there, you know. You're at 6 points now, already getting rich again. Nice, Zero. Fantastic. Well, you're wide awake now after that. Of course, Obsidian, of course. Yeah, we made out pretty good. I know. It's cool. It's too bad you missed it. It happens. Yeah, we were doing some crazy stuff. Like, for that very short amount of time, like, we did unspeakable things. Things that, like, you could only dream of. And I'll dream of. I certainly will. Must have sucked not to be there. Sorry. Yeah. I feel bad for Cole, but you know what happens. When he said I was gone, I was still here. I never left. Your breathing is wrong. I'm gonna end up coughing on my cigarette at this rate. Oh my. Damn. Hopefully I'm not why you're coughing on that cigarette. You just be like that kind of vibe, you know? Nice. The bad side about your week was someone did a huge gossip about you, and let's say it's horrible what they said. Oh, I had one. Cheers.
Beans are a way of life, Ong. Non-disagreeable.
That is true. Beans are a way of life, Ong. Yeah, oh my god. I agree. Oh, Beans cam as well? Okay, fair. But yeah, Raspberry. Like, gossip stuff, like, happens a lot. Like, it's just a common occurrence. You kind of just have to, like, get to a point where you don't need to, like, worry about what others think. The thing about a lot of, like, gossip is that it kind of, like, sits with you for a little bit. And it stays with you there for some time. But when it comes to the most important parts about life, the people who care about you are not the people who are going to care about this gossip. So you can definitely be certain that if someone is like cares about you because of this, then they're probably not someone who you should be like interacting with. Like, it's not really a big deal for you, you know? Pass me one. Really, you need a cigarette? Oh, damn, Cole. All right, fair. Speaking of which, yeah, got the bean cam going. Perfect. Yes. If I could, I'd pass you a whole pack. You bought a carton not that long ago. Damn, wild. Can you pass me a cigarette, Cole? Yeah, I'll give you a whole pack. Yeah, excellent. Fantastic. I don't advocate too much for smoking cigarettes, but you know, you do you. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves with it. I'm not much better. I definitely do like drinking a lot. I don't much anymore, but you know, it all comes down to like Saturday nights and stuff. Oh, you heard, Syria. Smokes inside entire pack of cigarettes in 10 minutes. Damn. No wonder the spiders hate your room. And they prefer your brothers. Glad you did, yeah. The nearest meet is London for me. At getting to London, you don't really have the money. Literally, you're struggling to pay for work, and your country says it wants to have more equal opportunities for those who have special needs. I see that as bullshit because I'm looking for a paid work. Yeah, your bro room. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to call you specifically, but yeah, Goth. Honestly, the thing that's gonna help you there with having the most like social help to improve your individual quality of life as part of the working class is usually going to be towards like advocating for some political situation there, honestly. I'm not going to say much on that end there, but as long as you keep your research up, you should know who's going to help support you the most. You don't encourage it, but if someone's already doing it, then giving someone a cigarette is not a big deal. Though I have told my buddies that don't smoke, that if they do start, I'm going to take their cigarette and smoke it right in front of their face. Yes, good. That's important. Absolutely destroy them. You like this combo while looking at beans, yeah. Volpe has the best beans on Twitch? I don't know about that. They're bright red, but like... I don't know. No one has red beans. Yeah, that's true, that's true. Red beans are too cool. But yeah, you've seen a lot of beans over the years, and you'd have to agree. Although Goth, there might be it might be useful. I know there's in Birmingham there's a fur con that happens occasionally in the UK. You should probably try going there sometime and meeting some people, because you might surprisingly find someone nearer to you than London that you never expected to see. Mm-hmm. Granted, you look like you stepped in paint. I stepped in paint? Really? You think I stepped in paint, huh? Damn. These beans are going away. The paint beans are going away, okay? I don't know. If that's just paint, I don't know what's up. Nah. Don't worry too hard. It's cool. We're chilling down for now. Oh, just got yourself some vodka, Cole? Nice. Fantastic. Vodka's pretty good, honestly. If I'm gonna have a drink or something, like, it's probably gonna be bourbon or vodka, just because it's good stuff to mix with whatever else I'm drinking. You've seen a lot of beans over the years, Obsidian, and you'd have to agree. Fantastic. But rare beans then even better. Yes, Max, exactly. Can't get there, you're too far from Birmingham. It happens. Oh, another hydrate, for sure. I'll take care of that for you. I've lost my water, but it's right here. Good. I mean, as long as you can get to, like, the train system, you can probably take, like, the East rail, and that's usually very cheap for traveling from a roundabouts London towards Birmingham. At least if you're going for, like, a weekend or something. Your town and county is more near to London. Yeah, I know. It's like that, but at least things are really close together in the UK. You can pretty much, like, get anywhere in a very short period of time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, what is it? What is your drink of choice, Zero? Yeah, yours is vodka or water, Cole. Yeah. Fantastic. You're actually drinking something, though. But make sure you drink some water at the end of the night, you know? You gotta make sure you get something there. I'm saying you don't mix liquor, you just drink it straight from the bottle. That's fair. To each his own. I don't drink to, like, actually drink or get drunk. I drink to have a enjoyable time and taste something nice. Something I haven't tasted before. I try new things all the time, you know? Soda, you drink like a child? No, Zero, don't worry. Soda is the most adult drink you can drink. Alcohol is more of a, what's it called? Early 20s, late teens. Basically, the point where it's either illegal to drink it, that you're more interested in drinking, or the point where it's like, oh, it's available, I'm just allowed to drink now, and all my friends are drinking. But then when you get older or get younger, you know, alcohol is, like, kind of less valid. Or at least valuable, I guess. Yes. Yeah, me, I sometimes drink soda, of course. Can we be close together, Knight? Yes, of course we can be close together. Knight, come over right now. Come right now. Come. VRChat right now, right here. Drinking from the bottle tastes different. Yeah, absolutely. It does. I'm just always like worried to like over drink if I do that, you know? No, I won't drink. I will wait. Yeah, it's fair call. Your poisons any spirit drinks mixed with either Monster Energy or Coke. Ooh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Monster Energy, like if you're drinking spirits with that, that's pretty intense, honestly. I respect it. I respect it. That's not too bad. Let me just quickly do that. Here we go. Not a fan of drinking yourself, but you enjoy seeing other people get wasted. Absolutely. That's probably the best feature for me, honestly. What I love when I'm like going with friends and stuff is being the designated driver and having them all like get absolutely trashed and just sitting there like they're making a fool of themselves. They have no idea what they're doing, and I'm just there dealing with a bunch of toddlers. It's fun. You have an issue when it comes to drinking? I usually finish a 1.5 liter bottle of vodka in 30 minutes. What? That's so much vodka in such a short period of time. Are you okay? Oh my gosh. Don't treat it like water. It's clear, but it's not water. Night. Untrue. In your opinion, done you have come. Damn. Come. Yes, exactly. Come. Yep. Night. Come. Come on command. Yep. You should punch and kick at the chat and be all tough and strong. Yeah. Exactly. I'm strong. I'm strong, you know. You finished an entire number one. Finished 5 bottles of vodka in 1 minute, and I chose the vodka. Oh my gosh. What the hell? You guys are crazy. How the hell do you do that? That's like, that's a waste of money in my opinion. Like, that's a lot for a day. Yeah, I'm fine. I don't get wasted from it. That's fair. That's fair. But your wallet probably does. Sorry, you meant at the end of the sentence you accidentally said choose. I meant chug the vodka. Oh, yeah, yeah. You chug the vodka. I feel you. Once in a while, I like to have some cider while eating. Yeah, I think cider is probably the one thing I'll drink if I'm like just drinking something quick and easy. Like if I'm going to a party or something, I'll just get a cider and just sip it for the entire time. I'm definitely always going to be red rhubarb cider, you know? Yeah. My main favorites, though, are vodka, Jack Daniels, gin, Dead Man's Finger, Amaretto, and Deserrano. Yeah, okay. Those are pretty good choices there. I actually haven't had Amaretto before or Deserrano. But I might take a chance and just try new things. We'll see, we'll see. No, Volpe, I'm rich. I never waste money. Oh, yes, of course. That's fair, that's fair. Fantastic, then. You'll always have something to drink, then. Yeah, I'm living that poor college Fox life, you know. So I deal with my co-ops, do software engineering and school, and you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's not too bad. Blame it on your Irish heritage. Yeah, that's fair. My direct Scottish heritage do be pretty similar. It's funny. It's pretty funny. But, you know, at the same time, I don't make too many habits because my Quebecois heritage means it's a bit dangerous, you know. It's scary. It goes well with food for the west part of France. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I agree. Like, you can probably like get some pretty crusty bread and drink a cider with it, and it would soak up the things perfectly. And if you're having that like on the side of whatever meal you're having, like that's fantastic. I really can't get any like good bread out here, honestly. Like I have to make it myself if I'm gonna have something good. I don't have any good bakeries around. That's fine, not too bad. How rich? Curious. Damn. You have a boat. I think it's gonna be like think your last like 29 billion, no, 109, no, 192 billion, huh? There's a bunch of zeros there. Yeah, that's billions. That's okay. That doesn't. I don't think that fits. I think I think you're missing. You have too many zeros, but that's fair. I'm also part Irish on my dad's side of the family. Then my mom's side, her family came all the way from Norwegian Vikings. Oh wow, fantastic. Probably during like the raids. I can't remember the exact timeline for that. It definitely happened. There were two periods of like raids in the UK, like one that happened before like the Normans took over, and one that happened after the King Edward II came back. So not quite sure which time it was, but it was probably the Middle England ones. Yeah. Yeah, you said I'm rich. I respect the viewers. Absolute W. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You're super cool just saying that because you wanna. It's not because you guys have a bean agenda. Absolutely not. You're not lying. You're that rich. That's fair. That's fair. It happens. Don't worry too hard. Nah, Zero. We're not joking about that. We're here chilling out. We don't talk about money. Though, interesting fact about my father's side of the family, I'm also related to Abraham Lincoln. Oh, wow. That's pretty interesting. It's nice, like, having, like, close relatives that are, like, important people from history, you know? Because, like, it really grounds, like, what happened in the past and the present, you know? My grandmother is the Dowager Duchess of Hamilton. So there's that type of thing there. Yeah, you're not gonna gift 1,000 subs. You don't even know me. Exactly. You know, you're just joking. Exactly, Zero. I get you. I'm feeling you. It's respectable. It's respectable. Hey, Volby, saving for Beans Cam, but for my one, can we get actual feet of the avatar? Like the tops of them? Like let me just I'm not quite sure how to. Oh, there we go. Like this? Yeah, I mean, I can do it now for you if you like. I can't curl them right now, but when I fix the gesture, it'll definitely work well. Yeah, I got this for you. Yeah, and you always looked at it as, instead of reading about history, you just see it as a family history. Yeah, that's fantastic. Unfortunately, not everyone can experience that, but at the same time, when you do have a chance to do that, it really makes like what types of things you learn in school relevant, and gives you like a respect of like learning it, you know? Yeah, this side of the beans is nice too. Yeah, you can see like the little curve at the bottom as well, which is pretty cool. 1 second, I've got a cat at the door. Yeah, that's a cat over there. Hey. That's a cat meowing. Fantastic. Gonna see if I can coax the cat over. See if they want to come join me. Hey. Come on over. Yes. Have you joined while I'm on VRChat? Well, as you said earlier, I don't really know you. So unfortunately, for now, I'm just hanging tight and keeping things to myself or direct mutuals. But if things turn around and I change my mind, then I'll be sure to let you know, you know? Yeah. For your reason, ending up being your gateway from school was either feared because of your appearance or outcasted, so you mostly just stayed to yourself. Oh. Becoming a getaway from... Yeah. Oh, you love learning about... Oh, my God. Sorry. History, yeah. For me, reading... reading ended up becoming your getaway from school. Gotcha, reading. Sorry, I missed that second message. 1 second. Let me feed this cat. She deserves some food. Cat is definitely distracting me from all of y'all. Sorry. But yeah, you love learning history mainly from around medieval, Tudor, Victorian, and Edwardian time in England. Yeah. I mean, like, the turn of the Tudor times, like, was probably the one thing I loved learning about the most. And I definitely learned the majority of what I learned about UK history from Horrible Histories, but, you know, that's probably a lot of children nowadays, I think. Quite a great show, honestly. If anyone in, like, Canada or the US haven't seen it before or haven't heard of it, Horrible Histories is a great history show where it, like, kind of just is a pretty cool, like, play-by-play of, like, the most, like, weird things about history and just fun facts and stuff. But yeah. That was nice. Yes, of course, Zero, I got you. Same with you, Goth, as well. All good. Felpy, I'm gonna go get another bottle of vodka. Can you not do anything interesting in the time of God? Thanks. Yeah, no worries. I got you. You don't have to worry about me asking you to join you because I currently don't have a laptop or PC to get a VR on. What I'm talking to you on is your mobile phone. Unfortunate. Hey, it happens though. Mobile phones are very effective at just being there for communication, networking, and everything. Like, I think I just took a camera picture accidentally. What the hell? That's wild. Yeah. Do you think you'd want to change what happened through your childhood? Or would you change certain things during it? I don't think I'd change anything. All of the, like, problematic things that happened in my life kind of, like, led to more important things, like realizations that I, like, preferred certain things over others, you know? Like, for example, I would have prepped more and, like, actually listened to instructions more during certain math contests if I felt like being a computer scientist still. But there were certain points in time where recently I've actually preferred math and not really been interested in, like, actual software courses in recent times. And plus, because the theory gives you enough knowledge to be able to, like, program as well, it's a no-brainer, honestly. But yeah, anything that, like, went wrong, I kind of learned from it, and it made me into the person I am today, you know? I'm a good bean. I'm a fox. I'm very good. And, you know, I don't think I'd be as strong a person today if I didn't have those challenges through childhood, you know? But the reason you were feared in school is because you were 6'2" and around 285 pounds. Damn, like a football player or something. I believe you're one of the kids that developed earlier than the rest, so looked much older than everyone else, but also having a deep voice didn't help. That's fair, that's fair. I respect it, though. I definitely wasn't the tallest person in class, but I'm also, like, I have the stature of a music student, so that's how it be. Mm-hmm. It's good, but where you're the moderator for quite a few beans on here, it's difficult to get around everyone you know. Yeah, I feel that. Especially when I'm trying to, like, visit all my friends on their streams. It's definitely challenging. It's interesting, but, you know, we do what we can, and don't try and stretch ourselves too wide, because it's important to take care of ourselves as well, right? I don't think I'll see myself moderating for a streamer. Too much work. You want to focus on what's being streamed, yeah. Discord, though, you can handle. Yeah, that's cool, that's cool. For me, for my stream is, I know that my friends are usually going to be, like, peering in on whatever's going on. So, as it stands right now, I've mostly, like, left the moderation to them. And if I see something, that I don't like, or some random advertisement comes in here, then obviously I can freely go and just like ban that myself. But, you know, I rely on a lot of other people to help take care of things, so yeah. And I trust my friends most of all, of course, so I guess that's where it'd be like that for them. But at the same time, I think I might need to look into having more moderation for more frequent streams if there's anyone who comes by more frequently. But again, because my streams are like very infrequent when they're not the planned streams, then I can't guarantee that there's going to be people there. Apparently how scary I was one day when I was walking to the bus. I apparently looked mad, so literally every kid that was coming out of the building avoided me and walked around me. And keep in mind, this is hundreds of kids, not just one or two, and they all moved out of your way when you moved to the bus. Holy shit. Damn. You actually were fiending back then. Holy shit. That's wild. I like doing too much work for myself than others doing it for me. That's good, Zero. That's always respectable. It's good that you like respect yourself above all else, you know? Because, you know, if you like weren't like hardcore taking care of yourself, then, you know, you might like fall behind on stuff, you know? And it's way too much effort to need to focus on both yourself and try and support others, because you have to take just as much weight from all of them as you do for yourself. You can guarantee you'll be there. Haven't really missed a stream there. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Oh, asking a question. Yeah. 1 second though. Number kid that no one messed with, including bullies in school, because they thought all that. Yeah. Me, bullies didn't mess with me because I knew that I could get the upper hand just by using words. I could destroy them. But that would be opposite for me between being Discord and Twitch moderation. That's fair, Max. But yeah, question. Remember when I said that I streamed on my PS4, but all the gameplay was from the PS4? But they can't that I was streaming on from what my laptop remembered that from the beginning of the stream? Yeah, I remember you, from the beginning of the stream, you said that you streamed on your PS4, mainly Saints Row and, Minecraft Dungeons? But your laptop wasn't working. Yeah. I don't think that's a question, though, unfortunately. Sorry. Super polar opposite here. I wish I was intimidating. Oh, my. Zero being all cute and, like, and saying, like, oh, I want to be villainous. I want to be a gremlin. I want to intimidate everyone or something. I don't know. Zero's also pretty tall, so that's fair. I'm 2'1", so that's fine. That's where you tend to jump around a lot in here, but you will say you don't mind being a moderator for those. Just expect that because you're on a mobile phone, there's going to be some days where you don't come in at all because you have to give a rough guess on. You think you're a moderator for between 14 and 18 beans on here. Wow, that's a lot. Wow, good on you. Taking care of a lot of people, and that's respectable. Congratulations. I think that deserves a head pat. Good job, Goth. Well, you're very cool, not cute. Zero, you're cute. You're cool, but you're cute. Yeah, you said you'd stream Minecraft Dungeons, and Saints Row possible, yeah. Zero, if you had gone to school with me and hung out, no one would ever bully you in any way. They need not to pick on the kids who had disabilities or disorder, because then they'd have to deal with me. Damn. Obsidian being the protector of all the people out in, like, Maryland or something. Wild. Fantastic. You wish you had friends like that back then? Wow. If only you had Obsidian with you. That's wild. No friends, mainly. It happens. You know, there's not too much you can do about that, but, you know. At least you can always spend the time and make what friends up you can, you know? Because it's important to just, like, meet new people and try new experiences and see what types of people you vibe with. Because whether you're introverted or extroverted, some relationships with different people are more difficult to maintain than others, and there's certain personalities that you kind of mesh with better than others. Yeah. That's a lot of dedication. Yeah, you're really good, Goth. Awesome. You respect Goth even more than before. Similar goals and dedication. Hella W. Big W. You're very protective of those you consider friends. You've gotten into a couple fights and confronted bullies. The thoughts that they'd get an easy target. Yeah. Nah. If anyone like did any shit to me, just understand that for to give you a brief like understanding of who I was in high school, I was that guy who slept through every class, but at the same time was able to, if a teacher like tried to catch me out on sleeping and like trying to ask me a question, just like say, oh, well, you should have paid better attention, I'd always answer it correct. Okay. It's just that quick brain type of deal. But that also carries through with like when trying to like find retorts for other people and try and make a fool of them if they say something dumb. Because if you're trying to like harass somebody and you're young, you don't think too far about what you're saying, and people can pull it apart and absolutely annihilate you, and that's what I did. But yeah. Very protective of those considered. I think I read that. Friends confronted boys and thought they would get away. Yeah. Have you ever watched Isaac Y before? I have not. Who's Isaac Y? Let me know. Remember when you said you were going to grab another bottle of vodka? You went to go look and we're out. Oh, unfortunate. Whatever happens, happens, you know? Not too big a deal. You've beaten up bullies before and you proceed to best them down verbally. It's so satisfying to best them verbally, honestly. The hard part is not letting the words get to you, but you kind of have to get a bit stronger in order to do it, and sometimes it helps to have friends around who you can rely on to have your back, because if you if you're not skilled enough early on, you know, it's definitely a challenge to get through. You just take their words and use them against them. Exactly. And it's so easy to do it. And they have no idea how to respond because you just responded with exactly how they said something to you. And they can't just say it again, or else, you know, what are you going to do? Like, you feel angry or sad about what they've already said? Like, nah. They have nothing to say and they're fucked. He's a cool YouTuber who does mainly videos, Discord, like Lastly VC. I find his humor to be very funny and the people in his videos to be great. Well, sure, I'll check it out when I have a chance. Definitely like not too big on like challenges like that, like things with like Mr. Beast and stuff with Last to leave certain things. But if it's good humor, like honestly, I respect it. I think the type of humor that I enjoy most on YouTube is well encompassed by both Brian David Gilbert and Fitz, but if you understand both of those YouTube references, you can kind of understand like what type of stuff I enjoy, which is pretty good. Just know I don't take crap from haters, racists, trolls, and bullies. You'll say where these haters have gone creative and how they're spreading their hate and bullying to where oh my gosh, sorry. I'm like, how's meant to take hate comment or so, etc., etc. And it's usual I hate furries as they do, and racial or homophobic, transphobic slurs. And yeah, you take a crap from hates, racist, trolls, and bullies. Yeah. As long as you're not taking crap from him, I'm pretty happy. You're really strong, and, you know, as long as you can just hang in there and stay strong, like, that's all the respect in my books, and I appreciate that you've got that. You're really good, Goth. Awesome. One of the perks of being an outcast, you learn to study others and their behaviors, and based on what you come up with, and different ways you could break them down or get them enraged to the point where they couldn't think straight, or even straight, making things easier for you. Yeah, no, that is definitely one of the perks of being an outcast. The only downsides of being an outcast, of course, are that you don't really have that opportunity to use that social skills for like good or anything. You know, you can't really push that towards your own goals. So it takes a lot more effort to set yourself up to succeed, you know? You just argue back and forth with people that hate on you, since it's fun for you to argue with people like that. Yeah. That's okay, that's okay. I find like the back and forth is like a little excessive, and it takes a lot of effort to do that, but you know. Yeah, true. Also doesn't help when you have disorders. That is true. That is the one downside with trying to not be an outcast if you're an outcast because of disorder. Yeah. I respect it. But yeah, we are getting pretty late, so I want to make sure that you guys are all having a good night. Respect you all and everything. I'm just trying to relax and mellow out for the rest of the night, but it's been awesome having you guys here. It's been great sharing the vibes and spreading everything. You guys are all everything a wholesome fox like myself could ask for. So it is the end of the stream, unfortunately, Zero. But I just want to make sure that you guys go out with a bang. You guys enjoy all of this. I'm going to do one more time with the Discord command, just because some of you might not have gotten it, but it might be a good chance for you guys to keep talking even after the stream's over. Because it seems like you guys have a pretty cool thing going here, and there's a lot of respect going around, and I love that. And I love that we're able to like share experiences in all this, you know? One of your favorite tactics is to use sarcasm, say if someone's on your side. Because you're a furry, but sort of come back and like, no, I'm pretty sure Volpe's happy, you know? Yeah, exactly. At least you'll get points to the raid. Yeah, Zero. You'll be there, trust. Of course. Well, I'm gonna start settling things down for now. Max, oh my gosh. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out. Ow. Hope you guys have an excellent night, and be sure to stay safe. Enjoy the mellow music while I figure out where you guys are going. But for now, ciao ciao. Have a great night.